across the floor. The clock hands finally snap at 5 o'clock or more. We head down to the corner where the yellow sign glows, where the rows of plastic black boxes tell stories no one knows. The static on the screen is just a prelude to the ride, with a pocket full of singles and nowhere left to hide. Friday night's a great night for action, dragging magnetic dreams down a one-way street, raising out the visions that we never could own, living through the lens until the seas are sown.
Fuck you and die.
Well, good evening. I think I gotta pose like this for the rest of the show, just to pretend I got a gun and I'm ready to go. But welcome one and welcome all. I've got a 4-pack of beers here, so we'll start those in a minute. And then there you go. Perfect for a Friday night. Beers and well, Michael Myers is here, I see. Seagal is here. RJ's here. Good evening. Stacy's here. Welcome. Josh is here. Did he call him Armchair? Good evening. The Real Rodent. Yes, there is a quiz. So play some films, and then you get to guess what his accent is. So you can put that in the chat after we look at each film. So yeah, it's either going to be Hispanic, Italian, American, Indian, or black. Yes, there you go. That's your options. So it's a nice short video tonight. Yes, it's only, how many films is it? It's about 10 films. So 10 minutes. There's Myers. Good evening, Kenneth. Yeah, and we're going up to Exit Wounds is the last one because I couldn't be bothered. I couldn't find any information on Half Past Dead being on VHS. Any Seagal is a good Seagal. For Myers, he is more fussy than I think he says. Oh, Congo's about to start. Well, let's watch that instead. Yes, let's respect one of the greatest action actors of the 90s. He did do some good work, bless him. Yeah, and I didn't speed that up. That's how fast he moves. Oh, yes. Josh has almost met him. You mean just before his career hit the skids? Yes. There's a few bumps in the 90s. Welcome, friends. Death by Pulk, yes. His films were gory and violent and cut in the UK. So, someone needs to do a dub of Seagal movies and add cartoon boing effects and bonk effects. If I had time and I knew that beforehand, was a fake ponytail. I forgot about the ponytail. I went to Greece instead and got a hair plant, but it was too late. So I have to wear a hat now. The very wise Seagal, exactly right. We'll start in a second. Yeah, there's plenty of dubbings in his movies, in his new ones anyway. Oh, thank you, Ian. Yes, Joanna Cassidy interviewed last night went very well. She is fantastic, but yeah, it's easy when they're that nice. He's a better martial artist than actor, but was he a better CIA spy than a martial artist? Franz only likes the Under Siege films, yes. So I have got a display of VHS. We'll be looking at some pictures in a minute. Bit late there, Rodent. Thank you. I've met him twice. Nice. Get him on my channel because he's got a new film out this year. So not seeing him in concert, no one will go with me. I did consider playing some of his music tonight, but I don't think we get away with that. I want less copyrights on this as it is. It took me about 15 attempts to edit this video and bring it up, and each time it was something different. It is Tai Chi unless you're a stuntman. Should just leave the Seagal VHS prominently on the shelf like that forever. He does music. He plays an instrument and sings. I'll say that. Or mouths or makes noises. He is music, yes. Right, let's begin. So it could be a long night otherwise. So from now on, I won't be able to get up with the chat as much. So let's start at the beginning. His first film, shall we? So let me change my view. There we go. Bring up the video. There it is. Excellent. So that's a good start. Let's put the comments on there so I can see them better. Make them wide. There we go. Right. A bit medium. There we go. So we're off with Nico from 1988. So let's see how this plays.
Meet Nico, a covert agent trained to survive in Vietnam. Nico has a 6th-degree black belt in Aikido and family in the Mafia. Nico's a cop with a bad attitude.
Do you know why I love you? You don't live the way other people live.
Hi, Mike.
You're officially suspended, this guy.
Feds come in, the doors close, nobody hears, smells, or sees anything.
One man.
Just made number 4 on the most wanted list.
One obsession.
I want to be number 1.
One rule.
You guys think you're above the law. You ain't above mine.
Nico.
Thank you, man. All right, so that is Andrew Davis's Nico or Hard to Kill. No, not to Kill. The other one. Whatever it said there. But yes, the British VHS cover there. 18 and probably cut down. But Andrew Davis will be back again later. Above the Law, that's it. So, tell you what, why don't we rate these out of 5 if you've seen it? So Ian's out of most of these. What do you think? Nico, his first attempt. You put that in the... Yeah, I think it was because of Cynthia, wasn't it? Because her point, Above the Law 2 would have been coming out, which they're always confusing. Oh, so that's it. No one is above the law except maybe Seagal now as he's left the country. 10 out of 5. We got 5 out of 10. Midway fair there. 3 out of 5 for Rodent. I rank this one as not applicable. Above the Law is a classic. And his rating is going to be predictable. He loves 10s for all of them, isn't it? So, right. All right, let's play the rest of this video. And then people can put their...
Actor Steven Seagal may not have a household name yet, but judging from the reaction he received recently in Washington, D.C., it's a pretty safe bet that a new star is rising on the Hollywood horizon. Seagal's first film, Above the Law, premieres in April from Warner Brothers. In a story that could have been torn right out of today's headlines, Seagal plays an ex-CIA agent turned Chicago City cop who uncovers an international drug smuggling ring with ties to the U.S. government. Seagal also co-wrote and co-produced the film, which is based on his own personal experiences as a security specialist in association with the CIA. For professional reasons, he cannot talk about where reality ends and fiction begins.
They're so interwoven that would be impossible for me to start to be specific about that. And when you look at the film Above the Law, it's great to be able to wonder, about it rather than know in a lot of instances,
With a new star and potential mega hit on their hands, Warner Brothers decided to send Seagal on a nationwide publicity tour to promote the film.
We saw in a chance to show the public and the media that this film with Steve Seagal is more than the average action film. And the way to do it is to get him out there and talk to the press. Let him and the film speak for themselves.
And speak is exactly what he'll do. Seagal will visit 27 cities in 38 days in a whirlwind publicity tour that would make most rock groups drop from exhaustion. He will meet with an endless trail of reporters, critics, and interviewers. His mission, and he did choose to accept it, is to leave each one of them with the best possible impression of Steve Seagal and Above the Law. That includes reporters and reporters in training. He soon found out that making your life an open book is not always an easy task.
I know when I get back to the office, my editor's going to ask me more about the intelligence stuff. He's going to say, you didn't get what I wanted. Can you talk about that for a minute?
What is it that your editor would love to know?
I don't know.
Well, if you don't know, I can't help you, can I?
And we have an interview with Mal Vincent from Norfolk, and that'll be in the hotel.
It's not Norfolk, it's Norfolk.
No, that's right.
One of the people responsible for setting up the tour was publicist Ernest Johnston.
Started at 9:30 this morning with a telephone interview, went into 1, 2, 3, 4 more print interviews, then went into a press luncheon, television interview, followed by 2 more interviews after that. We had a very busy day for him.
I love it, you know, it makes me feel real, you know. I'm gonna go back home, there's not gonna be a camera anytime I walk out of the bathroom or lift up for my cup of soup, and I'm gonna say, this is no fun. You again?
Then it was out to the airport for a quick flight so it could start all over again.
13 before 11 on WGN in Chicago. This is a big week for movie stars. Steve Seagal is here today to talk about his new film, Above the Law. And we'll be right back.
But there's not a moment of rest on this tour, and after another tireless day of interviews, we wondered if Warner Brothers had given Steven Seagal any advice about the tour.
Well, they just said it's going to be tough, but we know you can take it. You know, so, I mean, I've seen worse days.
This may be Steven Seagal's first time starring in a movie, but his co-star in real life is his wife, actress Kelly LeBrock, and their marriage has produced a precious daughter, Annalisa. With a beautiful family and an aspiring career, Steven Seagal is a star on the rise. But what does it take to be a successful action-adventure star?
Well-built body, a lot of energy, good-looking, tall, dark, and handsome.
In order to be an action-adventure hero, you have to be able to drive a car like a maniac.
You have to have a lot of muscles so you can take on a lot of guys at the same time.
You have to be able to inflict pain.
Okay, you have to be sensitive, really romantic and sensitive.
You know why I love you.
Based on the qualifications of our viewing experts, it looks like Steven Seagal is definitely on the right track.
So yeah, there's the US cover. There'll be VHS covers and extra bits coming up. But yes, someone did mention it. He was considered for Batman 89, but luckily it didn't happen. So there. He is romantic. What was that? His wife and child in 88, and I don't know. Was that Kelly LeBrock? I can't remember. But yes. I've never taken on a lot of guys at the same time. I've taken on 5 guys at the same time, and that was a struggle. So yeah. So there's that. This I can't remember. I made some blanked out on this video. Let's have a look what's next.
Today we mix politics and the movies. The movie is Above the Law. The topic is the CIA and drugs. The scenario is the U.S. government using drugs to fund dirty little wars. Remember, this is a movie. Well, the star of the show is the last guy you saw, Steven Seagal. He was here a few days ago talking about the movie. Is it real? Is it fiction? He says it's a story, but topical.
You know, for the first time become very, very topical, you know, with Noriega. The mention of, you know, our dealings down in Nicaragua, our plans to invade Nicaragua is mentioned in the film. You know, we didn't invade Honduras, but we have troops down there doing exercises right now, which is all very, you know, it's shaking it up a little bit. And I think between Noriega and the Ali North hearings, which had something to do with funding the Contra War, which some people say is primarily being funded with cocaine, it's a very topical subject. And what's fact and what's fantasy is not for me to say, but it's about something that a lot of people are certainly thinking about. And you know, beyond the political message of, gee, we don't really like the fact that, you know, the children of the United States and the people of the United States are suffering from the narcotics that are coming in. We also don't like all the people that are dying, you know, because of the war that the narcotics may be funding. The message also for us is simply, you know, very, very simple. It's, you know, anti-drug, anti-war. If the war doesn't concern us or anything that is important to us. In other words, I believe that if there's a war that has to be fought to protect the sovereignty of the United States, that's one thing. But if it's a war that's being fought just for people to make money off of, then I don't believe in it.
When you do a film like this, I mean, your political views obviously come out. You said the plan to invade Nicaragua like it was a foregone conclusion, and a couple of other things when you were just talking. So, when you make a film, is it to tell a story, or is it to make a point, or is it somewhere in the gray area between?
Well, I think it's generally in the gray area between. I mean, I am not saying that I know that we're going to invade Nicaragua, or even that we're planning to. We mention that in the film. We mention a lot of things in the film that are just there to get people thinking, really. And naturally with me, I'm really not a political person, and I don't like to be a political person, but I love stories that are about something that people care about rather than just senseless action movies.
So there you go. No commitment to whether it's a true story or not, or he's not political or anything like that at all. So that's, then we have to wait 2 years for his next film, which I don't know why, because I think that one was a big hit. But maybe this was filmed in 89 and not released, or was it 90? So he only had one film in the 80s. So let's have a look. Okay, so we'll get into this. Oh, no, yeah. He's Latino now, yeah. Or Latin. Right. Let's have a look at some Hard to Kill. Unfortunately, there's not much Kelly in this one.
Steven Seagal is Mason Storm, a cop working undercover until his cover was blown.
Whoever that is, I don't want him to get an hour older.
They thought they'd seen the last of him, but Mason Storm is hard to kill. Now,
He's toast, you understand?
the climate is right
We'll get him, buddy.
for revenge.
Every one of them. Think you better dial 911.
Mason Storm is about to hit back.
That wasn't the time. Now's the time. We are going to put an end to violence, and you can take that to the bank.
Steven Seagal is hard to kill.
Take that to the bank.
Which bank? So yes, there you go. I got to scroll all the way back down the list here. So yeah, there we go. What do you rate that one? So he had 2 films in 1990. That's not bad going. So that's probably why he had a break in 89. Oh dear, I don't like the name Hard to Kill. Hard to Kill is my least favorite of his early days. Find the story thin and lacking some of the drama. That is true. It is the fact he can, what's a 10-year-old coma and he's fighting fit in seconds. 4 pies out of 5. So a good one. Notify the Academy. I thought that was Police Academy for a minute, but no, it's the Oscars, obviously. I always thought it was one of his weak ones. I think he must eat or something, daddy long legs. But it's I can't remember if it's the first one I saw. I don't know if I saw Nico first or not. Probably, I'm gonna say, but this is the one that stands out in my mind as I know that guy. Yes, Sandler's a lot more down to earth if I could get hold of him. Oh, it's a 10 out of 5 or 10 out of 10. Either way. Myers, 4 out of 5 from Fazooks. Nice. Oh, Hard to Kill. Oh, no, Mason Storm. Oh, Mason Storm's that's a bad name, yes. Hard to Kill. Yes. As we'll see, 3 names, 3 word titles. Pretty much his, style. Yes, if there was one special Kelly cut I could watch. She, bless her. Now, did he... Hang on. While I investigate, you watch this.
One name brings you more great action-packed films. Arrows. And now at Arrows, get 2 explosive movies.
You better dial 911.
First, he was above the law. Now, Steven Seagal is hard to kill. And also at Arrows, she's an undercover cop led by a dangerous impulse. See Teresa Russell in Impulse. Hard to Kill and Impulse. Both available at Arrows, the first name in video.
So here you go. 2 for 1 special, yeah. Errol's, whatever that is. So he has had 3 wives. So yeah, the one, 74 to 87, Japanese lady he divorced. He has 2 children with her. Adrian LaRusso, 84 to 87. I guess that's who we saw in is that yeah, that must be before Nico. So it was Kelly LeBrock in 87 to 96. Divorced 3 children, and someone Batouche from 2001 to present with 1 child. So there you go. Okay, and welcome Jeff. Unfortunately, he would have joined me, but he was working. He'd rather work than talk to Seagal. But if we were talking to Jeff tonight, he would. This is a long enough video as it is. Yes, Teresa Russell was underrated. Sorry. His first wife is in a Fulci movie. Ooh, yeah, Mayako Fujitani, if that's her. Take it to the blood bank. Yeah, I don't. Is that it for Hard to Kill? I don't know if we got any. Oh no, we're going straight into what's this? Marked for Death. Also 1990.
Jamaican gangs known as posses are now dominating the American drug trade.
In Above the Law, he got tough.
Who's that?
John Hatcher, DEA.
In Hard to Kill, he got even.
This is not the time for you to walk out on me. I've had enough. He thinks he's retired.
He still looks functional to me.
Now, the man with the short fuse is marked for death.
I want you to meet my sister, goddess of fire.
White Man Hatcher.
Seagal is John Hatcher.
He's dead. And he don't even know it.
A good cop
Your family has been marked.
in a bad mood.
He said he'd kill us both.
I don't think he's gonna get the chance.
What are you planning to do?
I'm gonna take out the posse.
That's the one.
One thought he was invincible. The other thought he could fly. They were both wrong. Who do you fear? Him or me? I gonna deliver you into the light.
Steven Seagal is marked for death.
It's my silent partner.
But this time, he's bringing out the big guns. Steven Seagal, marked for death.
Are you some kind of cop? Nah, I'm just a concerned citizen.
So there you go, Marked for Death, directed by my mate Dwight H. Little. So, yes, apparently not that my ears can pick these things up, but yes, my mate Sylvester LeVay is in the soundtrack. There you go, Dwight H. Little, film as a star. So yes, there will be a anniversary watch party for this one on June 7th, 1991, as that's when it was released in the UK, which is the first Seagal film I saw in the cinema. So I think it's, October 5th, 1990 in the US. But what do you rate that one? Let's see if I can get to the comments that I missed. Haven't seen. No, didn't see this one. Okay. Marked for Death is awesome. Scarface Chainsaw Dude. Yes. There we go, the guy. Screwface is a fun one. Or fun too. Director of Halloween 4. That's him. And my other favorite. Rapid Fire. Oh, there you go. Let me count that. 5 pies out of 5. 3.5 out of 5. Oh dear. 10 ponytails. Bloody bug. Oh yes, Keith David is in this. More than he is in Roadhouse, anyway. 10 out of 10. 4.3 out of 5. Another popular one. I think we've got a few years to go before those go down. 4 out of 5 hair gel out of 5. There's no gel in there. Right, so that was 90. 2 films in 90. 1 in 91. Oh, hang on. There might be extras here. Sorry, we're still talking about Martha Death before we continue on. So that's the ex-rental tape I would have rented back then.
With just 2 movies, Above the Law and Hard to Kill, my first guest has elbowed his way to the front ranks of Hollywood's top action stars. His next movie is entitled Marked for Death. It opens this Friday. Please welcome Steven Seagal.
Go, Leslie.
I have to learn Aikido or something, man. Boy.
Royce was telling me that you wanted a lesson today after the show, you know.
Well, you know, I have been thinking about, because the place on La Cienega at Santa Monica, is that your place? Yeah. Because I've always wanted to come and watch. I don't know if I want a lesson. Because
Dale told me that you wanted a lesson.
No, man, because you might have a flashback and throw me into a Coke machine or something, you know? You know, and I don't want that to happen, but I'd like to come watch one day.
All right.
Do you still teach?
Yeah. I have a secret dojo up where I bought my new ranch, you know.
Yeah.
Teach up there every weekend. Gotta keep my hand in, you know, otherwise I get lazy and no good.
Absolutely. You have a 3-year-old and a 4-year-old, and
no, I have a brand new son and a 3-year-old.
Oh, okay. So I was going to ask you whether your son was into it, but...
Well, I have a 15-year-old son in Japan that's definitely into it.
Oh, okay. How often do you get to see him?
Not too often.
Yeah.
It's one of those difficult political things.
Oh, what do you mean by that?
Well, I heard that you, like, know a lot about women and that you're real experienced.
No.
You should know all
No, I know a
about
lot
this.
about rejection.
Well, that's kind of what I'm talking about, you know. It's kind of like, you know, the only time I ever hear from her is like, give me more money. And I keep saying, yeah, here's the money. When do I get to see my kids, you know?
Yeah, oh, it's that kind of thing. Yeah, that's a tough area. We won't even get into that. Well, how is your present wife?
Wonderful.
Yeah, that's good. She's not in this movie, right? No. Okay, tell me who is marked for death now?
Well, it's a story about a guy who was working for the government again, you know, DEA guy, who finally came to the conclusion that on his smallest level, that he could not do any good against this massive narcotics thing. And that at the highest level, there's probably some kind of a corroboration going on between big guys and little guys because nothing is being done. And at one point, he kind of goes into Washington and says, nothing that I ever did any good. He loses a partner in a bad undercover scam. He'd been undercover for so long that you get to the point where you don't know the difference between them and you. And there's a wonderful scene in the confession, you know, with a priest that I wrote where I'm talking to the priest and I say, you know, I've falsified, you know, the reports. I've lied. I've cheated. I've slept with my informants. I've done narcotics. All of these things just to get the bad guys, which is what happens, you know, if you talk to some police officers. This is, you know, something that does occur once in a while. And, you know, at one point, he says to the father, he says, at one point, I finally realized, you know, that I've become that which I most despise. Time for me to go. The priest says, you know,
Oh, there you go.
go try to find a peaceful place. And I said, well, listen, man, I grew up in a peaceful place. Why don't I go visit my mother? And I go back there, and it happens that there's an interesting phenomenon, which is something that a lot of people are not aware, but there's a group of gangsters called the Jamaican Posses, which is where the posse thing came from.
Yeah.
Extremely efficient, very, very feared people, doing a real special number in the narcotics field. Per capita, you know, really a lot more efficient than apparently the Colombians or anybody else.
Now, why don't we hear more about them?
That is a real interesting mystery. But if you get a hold of the intel reports or statistics, you'll find that they are kicking some big ass. And we felt that that would be an interesting subject to go after. And in the process of me going back, my sister's niece gets almost mortally wounded, and I end up getting sucked into it, you know, the reluctant hero type thing, and decide to cut off the head of the snake, you know.
I forget what movie it was. It was some movie that talked about the Cuban posse. I was standing
The
outside.
Mariaritos.
Yeah.
It's the Mariaritos.
Yes, and I'm
Some
in
bad
line.
guys too, man.
Yes.
Tough guys.
Yes.
Real tough guys.
I'm in line about to watch this movie, and there were people protesting because I guess it showed a negative image of those people. And do you worry about that kind of stuff?
Sure. I mean, I'm the only white guy in the movie, you know, which is an interesting thing. It was very important to me to not give anybody an impression that we thought that all Jamaicans are bad or all blacks are bad in any way, shape, or form. In fact, my best friend in the film, Keith David, is, you know, black. And we tried in a couple of areas to really kind of cover the fact that we love Jamaica and we love Jamaicans, and the Rastafarians are, you know, an interesting religious people in general. And in writing this, I several times tried to really make that come out so that we wouldn't go the wrong way.
And this is just a small sect of the Jamaican community.
That's right. But they're bad.
Yeah, yeah.
There we go. Oh, hang on, part 2. Yeah, who knew? I've only thought it was David.
You mentioned something about writing while you were talking, and I didn't want to interrupt you, but do you write a lot?
Yeah, I write a lot. That's the one thing that I love to do the most. It's the one thing that I think I do best, you know?
Yeah. I had read, and I think this was a quote of yours, you rewrote, it said, 93% of Hard to Kill. Is that true?
Well, the director and I and the producer and some other folks went through it, the shooting script, and we came up with over 90% of what was a rewrite by me. I will not get credit on it because of the way the Writers Guild is. They will say that they lean towards the original writer. I don't believe that they like actors who think they're writers or directors who think they're writers or producers who think they're writers, even though I'm a member of the Writers Guild for a long time. But it really doesn't end up to be that you have to change over 50% of the original screenplay because they have their own way of counting that. You know, if an actor comes on the screen for 5 seconds or 5 minutes, he gets credit. I can have an hour of original screen time up there that I wrote, and no one will ever know that Steven Seagal wrote that. And a tremendous amount of what these people have all seen was completely and absolutely written by me. They'll never know that.
Now, you see, you say things sometimes. A lot of people, for that question, would have tried to take the easy right out. They would have like, yeah, so my wife is doing fine. And, you know, you're very outspoken. Does that ever get you in trouble?
Sure.
When is the last time it got you in trouble?
Yesterday. You know.
What happened yesterday?
Well, there's an individual that I love and respect a great deal, you know. He kind of kicked my ass a little bit. So.
Physically or verbally?
No. Listen, I mean, it's the kind of thing where I'm a very loyal person. I love the people that have helped me and stood up for me and stood by me. On this picture, you know, I was thrilled to death because Joe Roth and Roger Birnbaum, the presidents of Fox, you know, are filmmakers, real filmmakers, and that's rare to have heads of studios that are filmmakers. And they appreciated my ability as a filmmaker and let me make this the way I wanted, and I really thank them. And they've been great to me. And Warner Brothers, I mean, you know, I would not be here now if it weren't for them. And Terry Semmel has been a dear friend of mine and helped me out, you know, to the point where I can be where I am now. In fact, I'm starting a picture in Brooklyn, you know, which is an area where I spent a lot of my youth, which is probably the finest picture that I will do for a long time. I'm very proud of it, which I have subsequently rewritten. Again, I won't even submit that to the Writers Guild. I know I will not get credit, and that's okay. But the thing of it is, it's like there are certain injustice in every. I mean, there was a ball player on here the other night who talked about what's happening. I said, man, does that sound familiar? Yeah. So in every walk of life, you know, there are a lot of injustices that happen, and I'm not a shy boy, as you know. I'll stand up and say whatever I got to say. You want to sue me? Sue this, you know?
Yeah.
I don't care.
It'd be just my luck we were on a wide shot. Sometimes when I try to talk to you about your past, you're a little more conservative. You never want to talk about the past that much, and I've heard rumors and stuff like that. So let me ask you this question very delicately. In Above the Law, we know what happened. Do you have any old friends that maybe get upset about you telling these stories and Really?
Yeah. I was telling Royce, you know, Andy Davis and I never, ever, I swear to God, thought that picture would make it to the theaters. Up until the night that was released, we thought it was going to get pulled because it's based in truth. And, you know, I got a lot of flack, and I was a little bit worried about a lot of things. In fact, I was pretty worried for a while. And a very dear friend of mine who's a 4-star general and a very big guy, you know, big guy. You know, at one point he said to me, he says, hey, man, what the hell? He says, it's entertainment, you know. And when he said that, I knew I was all right, you know.
At the same time, it's kind of dangerous that, I mean, what he's saying, are we almost out of time? Oh, shucks. Okay, when you come, when you come back, we'll talk. We'll talk. The movie is called Marked for Death, and it opens...
this Friday night.
Yeah, I'm gonna go check it out tomorrow night, so I'll see you at the premiere.
All right.
Steven Seagal.
There you go. That was Marked for Death, a new release. I don't think that would make me want to see it. Luckily, I saw it way before I saw that interview. Always in the CIA? No, did you know? The worst kept secret ever, isn't it? Right. Okay, let's get on to, is it the next film? Oh, no.
Jamaican gangs known as posses are now dominating the American drug trade.
In Above the Law, he got tough.
Who's that?
John Hatcher, DEA.
In Hard to Kill, he got even.
This is not the time for you to walk out on me. I've had enough. He thinks he's retired.
He still looks functional to me.
Now, the man with the short fuse is marked for death.
I want you to meet my sister, goddess of fire.
Steven Seagal is John Hatcher.
He's dead.
Big difference.
And he don't even know it.
A good cop.
Your family has been marked.
In a bad mood.
He said he'd kill us both.
I don't think he's gonna get the chance.
What are you planning to do?
I'm gonna take out the posse.
One thought he was invincible. The other thought he could fly. They were both wrong. Who do you fear? Him or me? I'm gonna deliver you into the light.
Steven Seagal is marked for death.
It's my silent partner.
But this time, he's bringing out the big guns. Steven Seagal, marked for death.
Are you some kind of cop?
Nah, I'm just a concerned citizen.
$92. Anyway, so that was Hard to Kill again. I thought there was more promotion than there was. But I think Stacey mentioned it earlier. Yeah, it is about the Jamaicans. But yeah, I think he was up for the lead in Predator 2 temporarily. And it is the same, probably the same guys. If you know Mark for Death, you'll know there's a lot of white guys in makeup doing stunts. But there we go. So let's go for Out for Justice. What most people consider his best film. Let's have a look. Most violent, maybe.
It's miles from civilization,
Everything on, what?
but just one subway stop from Manhattan,
Hey, you want a party?
Brooklyn. They were friends,
Ever since we was little.
born on these streets.
One of us, family.
Now, after 15 years,
Who would I ever thought that I would have become a cop? Huh?
they will play cops and robbers one more time. But this time,
Richie got out of the car and just stepped up, bang.
it's no game.
3 of his crew were with him.
Steven Seagal,
I know this guy better than anybody else. I know the neighborhood better than anybody else.
Out for Justice.
There he is. Yeah, we saw him.
Coming back until somebody remembers seeing Richie.
You know our ways. He must be dealt with by us.
Over here, Sal.
Get in the car!
I'll find this guy before you do.
Maybe soon on the channel.
You know what I'm gonna do.
So you still call me here like a girl? The body count's going up, Gino.
I'm starting to get in a bad mood, you know? Maybe it's like a mood swing, my hormones, I don't know.
In this neighborhood, someone's got to take out the garbage. Steven Seagal, out for justice.
Heavily edited on this UK VHS, still an 18 though, and still edited. So that was Out for Justice for 91. So yeah, it's a film a year at the moment, or 2 films technically for the last one, where he's Gino Felino Ice Creamo. This is a 5 out of 5. What are your other thoughts, people? 4 pies out of 5 for Rodents. So most hella fun. Yes, he said yes. Just he's still making films, like the usual thing, but hopefully. Yes, a few stunt guys from this one. Which one was it? I can't remember because so many. A lovely big Warner box it is. Yes, he's back to Warner because it was Warner, then CBS Fox for Marked for Death, and then back to Warner for the others. 5 stars. Yeah, well, I don't even bother looking at your blood, Robert. Let's see if there's any information about this. What did I find? Ooh.
Hey, you want a party?
Get ready to party this November.
I'm with Don Vittorio, so that means you can't touch me.
Steven Seagal is out.
That's right, I forgot.
Out for justice.
I know the neighborhood better than anybody else.
You bet he does. That's why his 3 previous films have a combined box office video rental total of over $240 million.
Hey, it's the truth.
And why has Steven Seagal been on the cover of GQ and Movie Line? Because his films are all chops, no flops.
Tough guy. Yeah, tough enough. Really? What could you do? To you? Yeah.
Steven Seagal.
Get him.
Out for justice.
This guy ain't gonna run. He'll sneak and he'll hide, but he ain't gonna leave Brooklyn.
They were friends.
Ever since we was little.
Born on these mean streets.
One of us, family.
Hey, Rob.
Now, after 15 years,
Who ever thought that I would have become a cop, huh?
they will play cops and robbers one more time. But this time,
Richie got out of the car and just stepped up, bang.
it's no game.
You kill a cop on 18th Avenue in front of 100 witnesses, you're gonna die.
Out for Justice is a powerhouse. Pure adrenaline-pumping, jaw-dropping thrills.
I'm gonna keep coming back until somebody remembers seeing Richie.
Entertaining, thumbs up.
Please, God, let me run into this guy someday.
Over here, Sal.
What you shoot me for? Huh? Be a nice guy, all right?
The best of Steven Seagal's films.
So you still call me here like a girl?
Talking to me, man.
This guy's good, Richie.
How good? Out for Justice was the nation's #1 hit its first 2 weeks in release and had the highest opening weekend for a Steven Seagal film.
Hang him up for a hook!
This'll hook you. With a box office gross of over $40 million, Out for Justice kept on playing 4 months after it opened.
I offer $5,000 for that stage right now.
Out for Justice will be his biggest video smash yet, powered by a high-octane It's a Hit ad campaign, with special emphasis on male-oriented national sports, and it's a wide-open playing field, with no national pay TV until April 1992.
So Richie's a bad guy. My friends don't like him, and your friends don't like him either, you know? You're hanging around with the wrong kind of people.
Out for Justice, featuring William Forsythe, Dick Tracy's Flat Top as Richie. The baddest SOB in Brooklyn.
This is one night. It's just time. We're gonna forget about it.
The body count's going up, Gino.
It's a dirty job, but somebody's got to take out the garbage.
I'm starting to get in a bad mood, you know? Maybe it's like a mood swing, my hormones, I don't know.
Steven Seagal. Out for Justice, blasting its way to the top of the charts this November from Warner Home Video.
Sounds like fun. Alright, is that it? Oh no.
Seagal is out for justice. If you're not his friend, you're on deadly ground. Parental discretion advised. Out for Justice, the network television premiere at 9. Then on News 4 New York at 11. Meet a kinder, gentler Steven Seagal.
I don't think that a lot of the pictures I've made are that good.
Hear surprising stories from the making of Out for Justice.
You have the mob and the cop. You're hanging out with the wrong kind of people.
Out for Justice, the movie at 9. Then Up Close and Personal with Steven Seagal on News 4 New York at 11.
Unfortunately, I couldn't find that. So there you go, Out for Justice on VHS in America. Hey, Austin. Hey, Rob. Oh, I always think there was more.
He can take a compliment.
This guy's good with you.
He can take a punch. But now he's taking out the garbage. Steven Seagal. Out for Justice. Look for it at your video store.
There we go. Right. Under Siege, his big hit. So that was, so he took, 92, this came out. Casey Ryback. He should have done more of these films, really. I know the second one tanked, but can't be helped. So let's have a goose and gander at this. Yes, on Deadly Ground. I think that was made after the film.
It was the final voyage of America's mightiest battleship.
What's on this helicopter? This little sweetheart, Miss July 89. God, I love this business. I love you.
The party was wild.
Love you to death.
They really knocked them dead. Imagine this arsenal of tactical nuclear weapons falling into the wrong hands. The Pentagon never did.
4 minutes ahead of schedule. Damn, I'm good.
Now, a team of terrorists have taken over.
Wake up the president.
Not his
But
film,
there's
though,
just
really.
one thing they didn't count on.
Absolutely, my favorite.
The cook.
Are you like some special forces guy or something?
No, I'm just a cook.
Oh my god, we're gonna die.
This is not the work of a cook.
I want you to coordinate your efforts with us.
Yes, sir.
I see that you completely disobeyed my orders.
Roger that.
Ryback is an ex-SEAL. Expert in martial arts. Explosives.
Stand back!
Weapons and tactics.
I also cook.
The Nimitz is tracking 2 Tomahawks just launched from the Missouri.
Where are they headed?
Honolulu.
Happy trails.
Steven Seagal.
I know you, don't I?
Tommy Lee Jones.
Been a long time.
I'll see you in hell, Sailor Boy!
Under Siege.
Yes. So yes, another one from Andrew Davis, reteaming after Nico Above the Law. And Tommy Lee Jones, of course, reteaming with after The Package, which I think was 88, 89, which has, ooh, look, a lovely redhead in it called Joanna Cassidy. But yes, there we go. So probably Seagal's biggest hit. And then that's, so there's a lot of stuff on this one. It's tempting. I have emailed him a few times over his years. Yeah, she don't look like that. She's got tat sleeves now, and she looks like she got out of prison. She is going to be in the new Baywatch series, I have heard. Whether how much, I don't know. Yes, there's too many to count. And it's a movie that promoted microwaves. Yes, the ending shot is perfection. There's going to be some shot perfection coming up. Oh, it isn't even in the movie. Okay. She was a playmate. I can't show that, but we can see something similar. I'll be right back.
Well, Tommy, it's always fun to see you, my fellow Texan.
Well, thank you. Good to see you.
And you just told me the good news. I don't know why I didn't know it before this, but share the good news with our audience about your daughter.
Oh, the good news is I have a daughter. She's a year and 23 days old today. Her name is Victoria, and she's happy and healthy and has her hands full running our lives.
Have you put her to work yet on the ranch?
No, she's got her hands full running the house in San Antonio.
Have you put her on a horse yet, though?
No.
No? Many people do, you know.
She's too little.
Oh, I've taken babies, not my own, but I've taken babies up in the saddle with me.
Well, we have big bad horses.
Oh, okay.
We don't own any ponies. But I'm sure she'll ride when she gets ready.
How old were you when you first learned to ride?
I don't remember having learned to ride, nor do I remember my first introduction to an equine, but it's been all of my life.
In your genes, in your roots.
In my family.
Yes. Let's talk about Under Siege.
Okay.
Tommy, as I sat there watching you on the screen last night,
Yeah.
I thought he has to be having a whale of a time.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a fun, a strange lunatic of a character with a lot of shocking things to say and unusual things to say, and at unusual times. I liked that. It was a lot of fun.
In the early scenes, of course, our introduction to you, and I think when you first come on the screen that people maybe won't recognize you for a second, then all of a sudden it'll dawn on them.
Yeah.
When you first come on the screen, you're this rock musician.
Yes, right, yeah.
Who was your role model?
Oh, for that, everybody. All the rockers.
Little Mick Jagger?
Anybody, just name it.
Yeah.
Anybody. I mean, that's a character. I mean, that's a character in our mythology. The leader. I mean, you know the guy who sings the lead vocals in that band, where the drummer, the percussionist, has to be tied up to a post with a collar around his neck on Sesame Street. Do you remember that band?
Yes.
That was the role model.
Okay.
The guy, I don't remember his name, but the lead singer in that band. That guy.
Okay. And then, of course, the character evolves into just some, I don't know how
Another
much.
cartoon.
Yeah, right. A loose cannon.
A loose cannon.
Yeah.
Terrorist.
Yes. Yes.
Spoilers.
You filmed a lot of this on the USS Alabama, which is anchored at Mobile.
In Mobile Bay. Yes, ma'am. On the western shore. Eastern shore. Or the western shore. I can't remember which. It's on the western shore.
And how much of it did you actually film inside
Yes, he is.
USS Alabama?
Not very much. It's hard to control light and sound in an iron room. So most of the interiors were shot at the Fairhope Airport. Fairhope, Alabama is not very far. It's on the other side of Mobile Bay from the city of Mobile, and there was an airplane hangar there, which is large and unused and a bit more controllable. They built a huge set in it.
Had you ever been aboard a battleship?
I've been to I've been to Battleship Texas. It's in San Jacinto Bay, not far from Houston.
I know it well. I know it well. Have you ever been aboard a submarine?
No.
No. Would you, if you had the chance?
Yeah, if I could take my little boy, I'd love to show him those things.
Would you go out and submerge?
If they would have us, yeah. I'd love for my son to see that. I'd like to see it too.
This movie, Tommy.
I'm very proud of the United States Navy.
The Navy, though, I don't think is going to be thrilled with this movie.
Oh, I hope they're not overly insulted. I don't believe the United States Navy thinks that anybody on Earth believes that 30 guys could land on an American battleship and take it over with little submachine guns. Nobody believes that. And I don't think the Navy believes that anybody believes it. And in case anybody does believe it, do not try these stunts in your own backyard.
But, you know, they have tailhook to be concerned with now. And
Yeah, but I don't see the relevance of that.
Well, but then I think sometimes, though, audiences, certain people in audiences, get so caught up in these stories, Tommy,
Yeah.
that they do believe.
That's possible?
Sure. Yeah, I do.
Well, No serious thinking person would believe that it's possible to take over an American
Absolutely
battleship
not.
with a squirt gun.
This movie has one explosion after another.
Yeah.
And the microwave explosion, for instance.
That was
as you're
fun,
sitting-
wasn't it?
It's pretty crazy. But when you're actually filming those scenes, are they as noisy as they are when we see them on the screen?
No, of course not. They make a little noise. Anything that makes light and smoke, which is really what we want when we blow something up for a film camera, is going to make a little noise. But we can supply the noise later. We can make all the light and smoke we want to, and put the sound of somebody playing Rockabye Baby on a harp over it if we want to, or we can make a big boom or a little boom. We're experts at doing that. So in real life, the amount of noise it makes or does not make is something you pay no attention to and then forget.
Have you ever been in a scene that had a lot of special effects where you were a little bit frightened?
No.
It's just all play acting to you.
Well, in the American motion picture business, we're awfully good at those kinds of things, and we work very hard to make them look dangerous and remain very safe. And we're proud of the industry. So you could, yes, it is play acting, but it's also work. It's a profession. And no, you don't worry about getting hurt. You worry about creating the illusion of danger. That's the whole point. We work very hard to make these things safe. Take the worry out of it.
I think so, yes.
So the guys can get on with their jobs.
So that we all can, yes. We all work together on these things.
Well, Tommy, we've used up our time, but it's good to see you.
Good to see you,
And
Bobby.
I hope all is going well for you.
It is, thank you.
At the ranch in San Saba.
Thank you.
And until next time then.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Woo! All right, that was that. Let's get to the next one. I can't remember who it is.
3, 2, 1, we're rolling, Bobby.
Stephen, we were just kind of reminiscing about when you came to Dallas, and we talked. That was your very first film.
Yeah.
And everybody was saying, Stephen, I think at that time they were still calling you Seagal.
They were saying, Stephen who? Nobody heard of him.
But no more. You have really done phenomenally well.
Thank you.
It has to be, Stephen, some smarts on your part. You found something that was marketable, that wasn't out there, that people really respond to, and they keep responding to it. Was it a conscious kind of thing that you sat down and figured it out?
I think that, life, is a science. You have to really look at what's there on the table, analyze it, and try to make, the best. Sometimes you're given certain ingredients by God, and those are the ingredients you've gotten. You got to be able to mix them and shake them and rearrange the order to make them work as well as possible. And I think in my situation, I really tried to analyze what I had and how to make the best of it,
But then in Hollywood, lots of people have tried to do that, and then they just can't get through the Hollywood system. How were you able to get through the system?
Well, it's very hard for me to know that. It's hard for anybody to know that. I could only guess, and if I had to guess, I would say that I think in trying to put myself in the audience's mind for a moment, I felt that probably the most important thing in filmmaking is to have a story that's about something that people care about, with characters that people care about. And in being a hero, to be their hero, not a plastic hero, but to be a hero that really cares about them. Because if you really care about the people and you dedicate your life and your heart to helping others, then you can understand what the people can relate to.
And you can be sensitive, you can be vulnerable. You're not plastic, you're human, and I think all of that is important to them.
What was the inspiration for Under Siege?
There was no particular inspiration on my part. It's a picture that, I ended up doing, and wanting to make it one cut above, the normal action milieu, and certainly not wanting to be involved in a cartoon. I tried to rewrite it in such a way that I could turn the villain into somebody that was interesting and play off of him. And basically, I had the idea to make him and I the same, just on opposite sides of the fence. And I thought that that's something that would make it interesting to evolve from there.
So you had the project, then did you go looking for Tommy Lee Jones and Gary Busey, or how did they come into it?
Well, quite frankly, I didn't have the project. This is a project that Warner Brothers had tried to get me to do for years, and I had turned it down numerous times. And when it became apparent that I was going to make it, we sat down and we cast it. And, I thought that Tommy Lee Jones was very interesting for the terrorist, and that he's a wonderful actor.
And then Gary Busey?
Gary is somebody who really wanted to do this movie, and we had a lot of different people in mind. It was the only character where the director and I, sort of had different ideas on who would be best for it. And, we looked at Gary. Gary wanted to do it so badly, and he was willing to compromise in any way he had to get in. And we felt that he would be unusual for the part, but that he would be very interesting, and certainly the qualities that we had hoped for, he was certainly able to fulfill.
Sure he did.
Yeah.
When you saw it finished then, was it okay?
I'm very involved in every aspect of the filmmaking, so it's not like 1 minute I'm there and the next minute it's finished. I'm sort of involved in every aspect of it, and so there was no big surprise for me. The surprise for me was, having the show play last night and hearing that the press loved it. That was wonderful,
How then did you get the USS Alabama into it? Did you approach the Navy first, or what?
Well, when we were figuring out how to try to do this, I talked to Steve Ruther, who was one of the practical producers on it, and I said, Steve, the fact of the matter is we're going to need a battleship, period. And we'd done a lot of shooting on the Missouri, but the Missouri became unavailable for everything. So we found a ship where we could shoot most angles without running into land, and picked the Alabama.
Now, do I understand that you used the real USS Missouri?
Absolutely, yeah. We have thousands and thousands of feet of real footage on the Missouri, yeah. Well, President Bush, we were there when he was there. Yeah, we used the real baby out at sea, sure.
You going to show this to the Navy?
We have already, yeah.
And their reaction?
They seem to be very pleased.
Okay.
Thank God.
Okay, fine. Yeah. Stephen, congratulations. I think you've got a big moneymaker on your hands here.
Thank you, ma'am.
And we'll look forward to seeing you again another
time. I hope
time.
So. Thank you.
Thank you.
Uh-oh. It's Miss July 1989, which is the Playboy they use in lots of TV shows and films, because that's one's also in Home Alone. But yes, it's not the one with Eric Laniak in, but she has done a couple at least. We may see more of her later.
Yeah. We sure
exactly.
Okay.
Well, good morning, Gary.
Good morning, Bobby.
Good to see you again, fellow Texan.
Native Texan.
Absolutely,
Native
yes.
Texan, yes, yes. I guess that's a different, that there's a distinction for you, is there? Because you don't live in Texas now.
Well, I was born in Goose Creek. They call it Baytown now.
Yeah.
And my mother's family are still residing there. I grew up in Texas and Oklahoma.
Yeah, yeah.
But Texas is a big part of my procedure. In fact, the next picture I do, I'm going to San Antonio to make it.
Are you?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's called The Setup. It's going to be done in San Antonio by San Antonio Film Production Company. Joe Gonzalez is the gentleman's name. It's executive producing. And Bob O'Neill is directing. John Brassia is producing and they're writing. It's a nice situation. It's going to be fun to go to Texas and make a movie. I made 3 there, counting this one, the one with Willie Nelson, Barbarossa, and Lajitas, and the TV movie with Dolly Parton 2 years ago.
Yeah, yeah. And then, did you make any of the Buddy Holly story in Texas?
No, that was done all in California.
Yeah, yeah. Of course, that's the thing. And you were in Dallas just not too long ago.
Yes.
For the Buddy Holly statue.
Yeah, we unveiled the Buddy Holly statue.
Yeah. Is that okay with you, Gary, that Buddy Holly keeps just being a continuing thing in your life?
Yeah, I'm honored. I'm honored to have portrayed the man that will never die. In fact, the movie, not me, but the movie, made a statement that put him in part of the Smithsonian Institution in terms of being a forefather for the modern youth culture of what was called and what is called and what is still called rock and roll. He was the first writer to produce, arrange, and manifest his own music on vinyl.
And of course, it was just a really glorious performance by you.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Well, one of the nice performances I had was when I did the Bear Bryant movie. Gene Stallings was a DB coach for Dallas Cowboys. I met the team then. And last year I was on the field and did some fast footwork and went over to Jerry Jones and Jimmy Johnson and Bob Ockles and said, well, I presume the contract will be in the mail next week for quarterback number 3. And you know, if you play me, you can't play these 2
I think so,
clowns."
yes.
Okay. Well, the contract came. My check was for $1, but it's my first NFL contract. I must say, as soon as you guys get in trouble on the field, you Cowboys, I will be there. And I'll wear a helmet. I promise I'll wear a helmet. It's Troy and Steve. Watch your game.
So you are a Dallas Cowboy.
I'm what do you call him? What do you call him?
A free agent?
No, not a free agent. Free agents aren't free. Don't let anybody fool you there.
Let's talk about your role in Under Siege, because it's just a great performance. I mean,
Thanks.
You must have had a great time playing this.
The experience was fun and adventuresome. It was an advanced adventure, and Tommy Lee Jones is wonderful to work with. We were arm in arm, psychologically disturbed energies in tandem. Is what we referred ourselves to. It was a lot of fun, and Andy Davis, the director, was absolutely flexible and cooperative in every way. With the pressure he had on him from the studio, not from the studio, but just from the energy to make this film, to manifest this film in the situation we were in. He upheld his strength and integrity every day. It was quite inspiring.
It was fun to watch 3 strong personalities, yourself, Tommy Lee Jones, and Steven Seagal, on the screen, because one would assume that you put 3 people like you together and there's just going to be this competition and you're going to be able to see that. But, and I'm sure there is competition to an extent, isn't there, Gary?
Competition equals insecurity. There really isn't no competition. There really is no competition in art. Art is only the search. It's not the final form. And Andy Davis was what you would call the mediator and the referee and the guide to all of our own insecurities and lack of confidence levels that each actor had. And when you have that strong personality aspect coming from 3 directions, from Steve and Tommy Lee and Gary, Andy was there balancing like a juggler of modern times. So that felt safe for all 3 of us, even though we all 3 at different times had our ups and downs about what we were doing, why we were doing it, how we were doing it. But the final word, the final solution is on the film now, and it worked in a nice way. It worked in a good way.
You just work so much, Gary. You just go from one project to another. Aren't you making a film right now?
Yes, I'm making a film in Chicago called Rookie of the Year, where I'm playing an over-the-hill, just past my peak, Chicago Cubs baseball pitcher. And the 11-year-old little leaguer falls on his shoulder, ends up he can throw a baseball 105 miles an hour, and he gets drafted by the Chicago Cubs. Thus the name Rookie of the Year. And then the Texas movies after that one. So I've been very fortunate with the guiding that I've had.
So what are you doing to prepare yourself for the baseball thing?
I don't think in the negative at all. I stay in the positive. I have a wonderful management company. I have a wonderful agency. I have a good agency.
Good for you.
Wonderful management. And I got a pitching coach that's taking me out and showing me the steps that you do when you pitch professionally. And let me tell you, when you're watching a baseball game, watch that pitcher. He guides the whole show. Although it doesn't look like, it looks like nothing's going on, but it's all going on, even though it doesn't look like it physically. Mental game. It's a mental game like golf. It's a head game.
I'm guessing so.
I'll send you some tapes of Nolan Ryan. Will that help?
Well, here I am. I'm 48 years old playing a pitcher in the Professional Baseball League, and then they told me Nolan Ryan is now 46, and he's still throwing in the 90s, and he's also from Texas.
Absolutely, and he's signed for another year.
I know.
Yeah, so, you know. Gary, good to see you, and congratulations on your role in Under Siege, and I think you guys have got a big moneymaker on your hands.
Thanks, Bobby. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Tell Dallas hello for me.
Good. Good.
Oops. Oh, is there more of that later? Before we get back to Steven Seagal, let's have a look at... Oh, there it is. So that's August 1990. I couldn't show the 89 one, but there you go. That's the A Reason for Living right there. Let's back to the show.
Oh, let's see. Okay, that's enough. That's enough screaming. Hey, you forgot. Men are afraid of you. Women are not. I noticed. What do they keep raising their hands for? Huh? Hey, it's a new thing. Yeah. What is that? This is nautical flags. It's my name in nautical flags. Everyone should have one. That's right. Your name in nautical flags. I was watching you there, and since we didn't see martial arts, I started thinking about acting. How would you rate yourself on a scale from 1 to 10 as an actor, 10 being best? 2. Oh, stop, Steven. 2.5. Stop. 2 3/4.
Take care, David. Thanks for being here.
8s, 10s. I hear them all over. I hear, 13s are coming from up there. Surely you flatter me. I want to ask you about a couple serious issues. I know you're involved in a lot of things, and some things you aren't involved in. Politics. What do you think about the situation we're in right now? You'd have to get a little more specific from me. Are you going to vote? No. Okay, let's see. You know, you have some interesting viewpoints also about the AIDS crisis. Can we talk about that stuff on the air? A little bit. Okay. And when he says a little bit, he means a little bit. And I won't be asking nothing beyond that. No, talk to them. What would you like to know? No, you have unique opinions on where it's come from and where it hasn't come from. I don't think that any respectable virologist or great doctor thinks that AIDS came from the green monkey. I think that is the greatest farce of our time, that anybody ever told us that. I don't see how, 90% of the first people that were infected were black heterosexuals in Africa and white homosexuals in America. What do they have to do with each other? How do you put that together? Figure that one out, And so. What is your theory about where it comes from? Well, I wouldn't want to get too verbal about that because it wouldn't be good, but I think it's man-made. Well, it wouldn't be good in what way? I think it would not be good for me. Okay. But I think it's man-made, Okay.
Alabama.
And I think that most of the statistics we've been given about AIDS are completely erroneous. I think, I don't know what they're telling us now, that there are 3 million people in America infected or something. I can't remember what they're saying. I think it's more like 20 million people. I think that
and this is just my humble opinion, I think with the nature of the retrovirus, for every one that you know about, there's about 100 you don't know about. That's the way it is. They never tell you that. And I think we've got a very, very serious problem. I think it's a lot more infectious than they're letting on. And it's a very, very difficult, situation.
Okay. I should get back to the movie. There's a young lady in the movie. Smile, man. You're worse than Encino Man. Smile. There's a lady in the movie. Who is she?
Erica Liniak. Not somebody who had a big, illustrious film career, but she did a great reading and a great job in the picture.
Was she a martial artist?
No, nothing like that. She did some television, I understand, and she's just, she really fit the part. See, originally, there was no stripper teaming up with me. That was an idea that I came up with, thinking that it would add a little bit of humor and, fun dilemma to the picture. And so we tried to make that work.
Of course he did.
Yeah. Is there an actor that you love to watch?
Many.
Give me a couple.
James Mason was a mentor to me and like a father to me in many ways, and he really brought me into the film business in many aspects. Taught me a lot about writing and acting, or what I know. Sir John Gielgud is one of my favorite actors. I love to watch him. There's a lot of great actors out there Andy Romano, who's in this picture, Nick Mancuso. There's a lot of actors out there nobody's ever heard of or just beginning to hear of that are just wonderful, really, really great.
How about of action-adventure stars, who's your favorite? If you weren't in the game, who would you go see?
I enjoy watching Clint Eastwood. I enjoy watching...
No one expected that one.
Some of the Schwarzenegger stuff, the Stallone stuff. Ooh. I've enjoyed a lot of their work. Primarily, from childhood, I've loved films, and I loved watching Gary Cooper and, people like that. Spencer Tracy. You look at Bad Day at Black Rock, a martial arts film. You look at Manchurian Candidate. You look at 3 Days of the Condor. Bob Redford, another wonderful actor. There's so many great guys out there. It's a humbling experience just to be here.
Yeah. Do you work out every day?
Where the fuck did this come from?
And what does your workout consist of?
Well, right now it's about 2 hours, and on the treadmill, walking and running, and then doing a regime of weights, and then private lessons, martial arts.
Do you still teach?
Mm-hmm.
Where do you teach?
Where?
Yeah.
In my home, or one of my homes, usually. Yeah.
You had to throw that in my face, huh?
No, it's because, I never know where I am when you say where. I'm thinking, I'm all over the place.
How does Under Siege stand up to your other films? How does it rate?
I think a lot of people will find it probably a lot more fun than anything that I've done. I like Above the Law still. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
But I think they'll find this one to be probably the best ride yet of my work. And thanks to, my supporting cast, I had a lot of great people in the movie, and we all had a lot of fun.
Yeah. You love martial arts and you love doing movies for these people, but you're not a big fan of Hollywood. Is that getting any better for you?
Well, I think, Hollywood is a tough road to hoe for anybody who, is somebody who's interested in spiritualism and holistic medicine and simple country living. You know what I mean? It just doesn't mix.
Yeah. So how do you even deal with this business? Do you think sometimes about just getting out of it because you hate Hollywood so much?
Every day.
Really?
It's not like I hate Hollywood as much as it's just I love honor, and I love people who can look me in the eye and tell me the truth. That's real important.
Wow. Well, I wish you luck on the movie. I know you won't need it. I wish I could go to the thing tonight.
You coming tonight?
Okay, I guess. When he says you're coming, you got to go. You got to go. There's a premiere tonight here in Hollywood, and it opens around the country when?
Friday night.
Friday night. You guys gonna check it out?
Seagal!
Get a room, you two. Oh, should I play the rest of this? I don't think this is safe for work, is it? All right. See.
Under Siege. The Los Angeles Times calls it Die Hard on a battleship.
Are you some special forces guy or something?
I'm just a cook. Steven Seagal, Under Siege, now on video cassette.
All right, that was Under Siege. Now, before we get... I was... What year was this? I saw Under Siege in the cinema. I did see Out for Justice, so yeah, 92. I think I saw Under Siege in London. Yeah. Seagal's code bang chicks break wrists. Yep. Oh, hey, I'm just a cook. She was the best. I preferred her before the surgery. I think she had them removed, but yeah. Well, plastic for everyone. Short but sweet. Yes. Fuck off. Right. For that, you're going to watch On Deadly Ground. Teach you a lesson, right? A lot of stuff for this one. And stay to the end. There's a 2-hour speech by... I found the footage.
In this land of frozen beauty,
see, true,
where a proud people make their home, Aegis Oil is making a killing.
The people here want to talk about the poisons in their environment.
If Aegis 1 is not online and operational in 13 days, then the oil rights will revert back to the Eskimos, and that is not going to happen.
Where's that gun?
But there is hope. And now, he's here. Steven Seagal is on deadly ground.
You're an oil man.
But I put out the fires. I stop spills. We are being lied to by some of the most sophisticated people on Earth.
I know we've had our disagreements.
How much money is enough?
I don't need that kind of problem right now.
Get rid of the problem.
You mean mercenaries?
Now this land has a friend.
In you, I've seen a great spirit.
These people have a warrior.
Did you beat up on this little native man?
And this corporation...
Find me a buddy or find me the man.
...has a big problem.
I mean, who the hell is this guy? I'd say he's company. Company? CIA.
Whatever he is, he's a damn problem.
Steven Seagal.
Definitely.
Time to move out. Michael Caine.
He'd need a miracle to stop us now.
Just gonna reach out and touch somebody here.
On deadly ground.
All right, what are your ratings? We've had some already. So that's On Deadly Ground. A smash hit. Oh, sorry. ... A smash hit from the Daily Star. I don't think I've got... No, it's the same review on the retail. Yes, Ali Emery is probably the best thing of this. Damn, what's his name? The dude that married that Santa guy's in it as well when he was fat. Billy Bob, there you go. CIA on the reservation. It's not a bad film, to be fair, until it gets to the end. Yeah, see. Oh, 5 out of 10 for Kenneth, 3 out of 5, I guess. 3.5 out of 5 for the Zooks. Or 10. Shit tons of real explosion, can't fault it for that. That is true. I think it's still a knob, to be honest, but Candid Nature is somewhat refreshing compared to most modern interviews, yes. Need to rewatch it. Give it a rewatch, see what you think. It's only 15, because, yeah, he started going to 15s for a bit in the UK, but it's probably still edited. Okay, so let's have a look at what else I got for this. No tits in this one.
My guy in D.C. tells me that we are not dealing with the student here. We're dealing with the professor. Anytime the military has an operation that can't fail, they call this guy in to train the troops, okay? He's the kind of guy that would drink a gallon of gasoline so he could piss in your campfire. You could drop this guy off at the Arctic Circle wearing a pair of bikini underwear without his toothbrush, and tomorrow afternoon he's going to show up at your poolside with $1 million smile and a fistful of pesos. This guy's a professional, you got me? If he reaches this rig, we're all going to be nothing but a big goddamn hole right in the middle of Alaska. So let's go find him and kill him and get rid of this son of a bitch.
And as a true motion picture star, this man has starred in the popular films Under Siege and Hard to Kill. His latest film is called On Deadly Ground, and it opens on a week from tonight, Friday. Ladies and gentlemen, please say hello to the one, the only, Steven Seagal.
That's the only one he directed. And the jacket. It's a... I meant on my video. Yeah, I wish it was there.
How you doing? Welcome to the program.
Thank you, sir.
Well, that's a beautiful coat. I'm guessing that's American Indian of some kind. Is that right?
Something like that, yeah.
Where did you get that?
We had a costume designer kind of have this stuff made for the movie, and I was kind of in the mood to, talk about the movie and thought I'd wear something appropriate for the weather in the movie.
Well, that's great. I was thinking that maybe a tribe somewhere in this country knew you and liked you and had made you an honorary member of the tribe.
That's true. That is true.
See, that's a much better story.
And
you can use that on your next talk show.
In fact, if I study you, I could maybe even become a talk show host.
Oh, no. They don't just give these to chimps. You got to really... I'm sorry, I guess... I don't know what I was saying. I'm upset with Paul. Please forgive me.
With me?
Yes.
Yes, and I'll do Olympic fever. I have Olympic fever.
Tell me something about yourself, your background. You've led a very interesting life, haven't you?
Not really. Kind of a bore, Dave.
Where were you
That's
from?
why I'm here. I want a little excitement.
Where are you from originally? Where were you born?
Michigan.
Great state, Michigan.
Not too many people out there from Michigan, huh?
And
still be in this weather.
And then you moved to California, and then you spent, was it 15 years in Japan? How did you get from Michigan to Japan? What took you there?
When I was young, I saw the martial arts being demonstrated at a football halftime, and was fascinated with that, and decided that was something I wanted to pursue, and got involved in that in my early youth, and then kind of kept trying to...
How old were you when you went to Japan?
Probably when I went to live there, I was about 17 years old.
Wow, and this was all right with your family? Everything was okay? No problems there? Yeah. What was that experience like? I mean, 15 years, you are essentially Japanese after that length of time, I would guess, huh? I mean,
I was a little bigger than them, but I spoke like them and ate like them.
Yeah. And did you have a job there, or were you just there studying, or a little of both?
I started out studying martial arts, acupuncture, herbology, bone manipulation, things like that, and then from there I went into some writing and security operations and things like that, and then I started teaching the martial arts.
Yeah. And how did the people react to you? I mean, it's impossible, I guess, for a man of your stature to completely assimilate in that culture. But what was the interaction like with those people?
Usually, when I was first going to Japan, there weren't a lot of foreigners, and so it was kind of like, disbelief. Sometimes some of the kids would look up at me and think that I was like one of those monsters from the cartoons they were looking at or something. And they have these strange names for them. They look up and they say, Arewa Jimandana, or whatever.
Yeah.
And you go, yeah, that's me. It scared the shit out of them.
Some kind of a Japanese phrase or term?
You got to be able to speak a little Japanese to be a success.
Shiitake mushroom, or I don't know. I don't have an ear for the languages like you do.
They did have a mushroom man. I think it was Attack of the Giant Mushroom. Attack of the Giant Shiitake.
Did you or did you not work with the CIA? Did I make that up, or people just saying that to be funny, or did you actually have a job with the Central Intelligence Agency?
Well, I like the way you say that. Well, it's kind of a personal thing, Dave. It's a little... It's tough to talk about.
You can't talk about it? So that means you were with the CIA. Because if you weren't, you could talk about anything you wanted.
Well, if you want to put it that way, it's pretty embarrassing, and I wouldn't like to talk about it because it's kind of a painful memory,
I'll ask you one more time, and then I'm going to hit you with a snowball.
one time, when I had a relationship with those people, I was assigned to an airport in Miami, and I was there to monitor the movement of a certain faction of a very militant group from one of those Arab countries, and I had a desk there and wanted everything to be really tranquil so that I could, you know, have what we would call a calm theater for
low profile,
optimum operating conditions.
Exactly.
And an elderly lady brought a dog in. You know, they have those dogs in those little plastic
the big
cages.
kennel flight carrier.
Yeah,
Sure.
and she said, "Can I just leave this here for a minute? I got to go do something." And I said, "Sure." You know, nice guy that I am. And when I went to take the dog back into storage for a minute so that it wouldn't be there, I noticed that the dog had deceased and was
dead.
No more.
The dog was dead. The dog was essentially now a little more than luggage.
Yeah. So, so I thought to myself that if she came back and noticed that her pet was deceased, that it might be a great problem and disturb the tranquility of my perfect theater for surveillance and observation of the kind of things I should be concentrating on. So I said to myself, you know, if I want to be like really a sophisticated spook, I got to, like, you know, operate and think quick. And I sent one of my people. I mean, this was a typical little Bichon, you know, there's little white poodles, they all look alike. So I said, you know, there's a pet shop 30 minutes from here. Go get a live dog, we'll swap collars, she'll never know the difference.
It's a great move. Excellent idea.
And I figured this way I keep my job, you know, so that I can be effective, and everything was great. And we did it successfully. A couple hours later, she comes back, and I figured, well, let's make this a little theatrical. And I opened the cage, and the dog came running out with its collar on, looked just exactly alike.
Yeah.
And she sees the dog, screams and faints. And we went over and we started, you know, calling paramedics and stuff and revived her. And when I was talking to her, I said, what happened? And she said, well, I was bringing the dog back here for burial. I don't know how he came back to life. And then they fired me. They fired me.
That never happened. That didn't happen. We have to do a commercial. We'll be right back here with Steven Seagal. Steven Seagal is here, Salt and Pepper, and Jonathan Solomon. I just got off the phone with the Weather Bureau. They revised the forecast now. 100 inches. Do you miss anything about Japan? Do you get to go back there frequently? Are you still in touch with the culture? And do you have friends back there?
I have friends and family there. I miss, you know, back in the olden days, you know, when you were a kid, we used to go to the public baths there, and I miss those. Those were really
What were those? What were they like? I mean, is it just what
Well, I mean,
said?
back in the old days, it was like co-ed, you know, which was great, and that's when I was...
Men and women and kids of the community all would go to one place and they would bathe.
Yeah, that was great. And then, you know, later on they had these sort of pseudo-partitions where you could sort of see everything on the other side, which was great. And, you know, when you're a kid, that's wonderful stuff. And I remember one time, I'd just come out of the public bath. You're not allowed to walk in there with your zodi or your set or your slippers. And there were these two very elderly women, maybe in their hundreds, you know, looking at my slippers, talking. And they're naturally, they never think that G-man or any of these great, huge, giant foreigners can speak their language. And I spoke it very well. And they were looking at these slippers, and it just goes to show you that myths can be common all over the world. And they were saying, do you see the size of those shoes? And the other one said back, can you imagine the size of his genitalia? And I kind of winked at him, and I was so embarrassed I couldn't really come back with anything to it.
It is. It must be a truly far more advanced culture than we here.
Yeah.
I'll believe the dog story before I believe that one.
That's actually the truth. That's actually.
Let's talk about your movie. You must be excited about this one. I believe this is your first time as a director, or at least at this scale, at this level. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, I did.
Are you a good director?
No. No, but
That's refreshing.
Listen, I just intimidated the hell out of everybody there. You know, I said, if you don't do what I say, we'll have you fired or beat up.
Who else is in the cast?
Michael Caine, Joan Chen, John C. McGinley, stuff like that.
Michael Caine. Now, speaking of intimidation, here's a man who is the consummate actor, the consummate film
Well, that's
actor.
a matter of opinion. I thought he was horrible. Just kidding. No, he was great. It was good.
Trying to help you out here with the film a little.
Keep trying, bro.
But so was it difficult for you, being a beginning director and also the star of the film, to work and direct Michael Caine?
You know, I initially made my humble apologies to him and then started to abuse him, and it was okay.
Abuse him in what sense? You just actually hurt the man?
No, just direct him. You know? And when you're a bad director, it's abusive, that's all.
And are you pleased with your first effort?
I like the film. I'm proud of it. I think it's a very special movie. It's certainly the best thing I've ever done, I think. We have a lot of the Native Americans and Eskimos up there that have an incredible...
They gave you that coat, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have a very incredible way of life, and these people have protected, you know, wildlife and nature for the last several thousand years without abusing it, and we need to learn from these people.
Great. And that message runs throughout the film.
Yeah.
Good for you. Stephen, it was great fun to meet you, and good luck with your directorial debut. It opens a week from tonight, is that right?
The 18th, I believe.
On Deadly Ground.
Yeah.
Pleasure to have you here.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Steven Seagal, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back.
Nice one. So there you go. There's On Deadly Ground, the US cut. So I forgot to mention, Under Siege was 92. This didn't come out till 94, so he was riding the wave of the success of Under Siege. But we've had, what's his name? Nico Toscani, Mason Storm, Hatcher, Gino Felinio, Casey Ryback, Forrest Taft, and back to Casey Ryback in a second, I think. I don't know if there's any more. There might be a VHS trailer for On Deadly Ground. Let's have a look.
What does it take to change the essence of a man?
I need time to change.
There you go. So Under Siege 2. Michael Caine does not need direction by Steven Seagal. That is true. I think he was quoted as saying he liked working with Son Seagal, but maybe because he got tens of millions. Yeah, she's still pissed that way. Multiple times he said his personal favorites of his films are On the Ground and Far Down Below. Yeah, bloody sticker. All right. No opinion of him, but these interviews he seems like I can't vouch for his films, but he comes across as better than I expected. He's better in the films than he is in interviews, especially the early interviews. So let's see what Under Siege from 1992. Under Siege 2 from 95. We got to go up a bit. Sometimes called Dark Territory.
A top-secret satellite with nuclear capabilities. A team of international terrorists. A government-held hostage.
President and the others been safely evacuated.
An undetectable moving headquarters.
I'd like to call your attention to the highly trained men with the automatic weapons. They may be called upon to shoot you.
There's only one problem.
Any other heroes?
The cook from Under Siege is back.
I'm not even a good cook, but there are some things I'm good at.
And things are really heating up.
It's the 45, okay?
Yeah. Last time, he rocked the boat. This time, the sky's the limit. Steven Seagal. Under Siege 2.
This I'm trained for.
Right. We'll bring up the VHS and then we can discuss. Right. Let's see what we got. Yes, Casey fucking Ryback is back into the trouble. 3 out of 5 from Rodent. Used to love this one as a kid for Jeff, but still a pretty great one. It's still entertaining. Under Siege is 2.7 out of 10, I think that is, or one of those. Oh, sorry, Under Siege 2, 7 out of 10. So yeah, pretty good. There we go. Starring the weirdo from under the people under the stairs. Yep. The first Seagal film I saw as a kid in the 90s. There you go. Memories for Kenneth. Apparently he made, yes, allegedly. Michael Myers prefers this one. I think I do too, because the other one's more ensemble. And he actually doesn't do much on his own. Is this better than Narrow Margin? No. But it's more exciting than Narrow Margin. Because Narrow Margin has M. Walsh and Gene Hackman and Ann Archer. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Bogosian and McGill make this. That's it. The bad guys are good in this. Models looking million times better than CGI. That is 100% true. Even 1,000% true. Million times. Except there was a lot of Steven Seagal's stuntman in that one. Oh, 9 out of 10 for Kenneth. I love. Oh, Basil Robocop Basil Padula. Yeah, him did the score for this one. There you go, 9 out of 10. Yeah, which Narrow Margin? Oh, does it depend? The original or the 90s one? So that was Under Siege 2. I think. Have we got anything more about that? There's not much to say about this one, apart from a hell of a leather, out of control train of a movie. You'll love this one. Says I think it's probably The Sun. 4 stars. The action delivers non-stop. Says What's On Magazine. So yeah, we trust them.
Steven Seagal battles terrorists for control of a train.
Oh, we got a review.
Under Siege 2, Dark Territory.
I'm not even a good cook, but there are some things I'm good at.
Steven Seagal puts in a lot of mileage running back and forth on top of that train in Under Siege 2, Dark Territory, the sequel to his very effective 1992 hit. In that movie, terrorists hijacked a battleship to sell us nuclear weapons in the Middle East. In this movie, terrorists hijack a train and use it as a base for their computers, which control a satellite that can cause earthquakes. The villains are led by a brilliant but warped computer scientist played by Eric Bogosian. He issues a dire warning to the passenger. It's Seagal almost alone against the bad guys in a cliffhanger that uses every cliche in the action book. His sidekick, played by Morris Chestnut, is a porter on the train who rises to the occasion and turns into an action hero. Now here's an amazing scene. When 2 trains crash head-on, Seagal is able to outrun the crash, running backwards through the cars. I am not quite completely convinced that this is possible. There are a lot of logical questions you might want to ask about the plot of Under Siege 2. For example, the terrorist demands $1 billion to blow up Washington and most of the eastern seaboard. But after he does that, what would American dollars be worth anymore? These are the kinds of questions you're not supposed to ask, however, and so I put my logic on hold, and I enjoyed the movie for what it is, a goofy but effective high-tech action-adventure with good pacing, good special effects. It was mindless fun, but it was fun.
Exactly, and I really liked the first picture, and so I expected when they did the second one, and I hadn't heard anything about it, and even Seagal was in the newspaper saying his breakup with his girlfriend might have affected his performance. And what performance? You know what? He's not charming, but he's just fine.
Yeah,
He just presides over it. He's quiet. He doesn't push himself. He whispers a little. There's a little sense of bemusement, and the special effects. I looked at the credits on this picture. These are some of the best guys in the business, and they give you 3 movies full of fun in this film. It's constantly going, and the finale is really exciting.
And once again, in this movie, I love the fact that all of these doomsday computers always have a digital readout.
Right.
You know, so you can see, like, it's 13 minutes and 59 seconds. I've never been able to figure out why that is, that nobody can see the readout except the camera, just like the lights on the satellite that blink in outer space, as if there's anybody up there to see them blinking. But the questions like that just aren't relevant, because you're sitting there, you're having a good time, you know what it is, and you like it.
Real good time. Federico Fellini, you know this story, told me that one of the surest bets for being entertaining in a movie is just showing a train in motion, and this picture has lots of train scenes. Fellini, God bless him, I love this
never
picture.
really convinced me why they needed a train instead of, for example, a truck. Coming up next.
Yeah, I'm surprised. How the hell? I'm surprised they liked it as well. Yeah, I was expecting them to rip it apart like it was a Burt Reynolds film, but there you go. Anyway, so that's Dark Territory. It does say that, yeah, on the American poster. It doesn't say it on the UK version. I don't think it says. I think it might say on the titles because it's the same copy. So this is 95, and now we get 2 films from 96 coming up, I think. Yeah, they were pretty positive on his early films. Well, there you go. Is there anything else? There might be a VHS trailer coming up. No, we're going straight into Executive Decision in 96.
Excuse me, sir. May I help you? Sir?
In an age
Excuse me, sir. May I help you?
when terrorism knows no boundaries and the level of threat
I have a message for the American president.
knows no limits,
I am in control of Flight 343.
Well, sir, I don't think this is about hostages.
What are you talking about?
A shipment of the nerve toxin DZ5 was hijacked.
Are you saying nerve gas is on board?
Yes, sir, I am. They plan to use the DZ5 and the airplane together to detonate here over Washington.
when global response is routine,
London is demanding immediate action. There's a hatch on the belly of the 747 near the nose.
We could dock there. I know you wrote the book on assaulting hijacked aircraft, but this is 5 miles above the Earth.
I don't think we have any other options.
and advanced technology
Who's this? 007?
can accomplish miracles.
What are you doing up here?
Who the hell else is going to do it? You?
Opening the outer hatch.
A life or death decision
Hope there's a good movie on this flight.
for 400 hostages in a plane
Keep it going.
or 40 million civilians on the ground
You can forget Washington. There's enough nerve agent here to wipe out half the eastern seaboard.
will come down to a choice between the unthinkable
The Pentagon is gonna shoot us down.
and the impossible.
I'll reach our airspace in 85 minutes.
The hatch is gonna be closed down or we'll lose both planes.
Order the F-14s to intercept the 747.
Kurt Russell,
I'm losing control of the airplane.
Halle Berry, John Leguizamo, and Steven Seagal.
We're not gonna make it. You are.
Warner Brothers invites you
We're not really gonna shoot this plane down, are we?
It's too late. They've already crossed the line.
to fasten your seatbelts.
This is directly from the president himself.
Everybody down.
Now you have your orders. Execute them.
Executive Decision.
There you go. So yes, I wasn't sure to include that, but he is in this marketing a lot as Lieutenant Colonel Austin Travis. He's on the UK poster, but we'll see in a minute. So what's the reviews are in here somewhere? There you go. 3 out of 5. Oh dear, this is a good one, but I don't consider it a Seagal film. No, it's not a Seagal film, but I had to include it. Part of Kinjite there. Right, where are we going? Jeff's not too big on this one. I can't blame you. It's not really an action film. Yeah, it's awesome for 45 minutes. 7 out of 10 for Zooks. Yeah, trailer makes it look a bit better than this. It's a lot more. That was all the action basically in that trailer that's in the film. Great movie, not a Seagal film. If he stayed alive and as a sport character, maybe it could have saved his career. 9 out of 10. Yes, he was supposed to be in it the whole time, but because of his ego and the nonsense, apparently, allegedly, he got kicked out, and Leguizamo got all his lines and action. Yeah, Marla Marples is in the film. She's the stewardess. I did not know that. Thank you. Until I watched it the other day. Yeah, even Kurt and Halle Berry couldn't save it for Jeff. Okay. I think the next one might save it for Jeff, I think. There might be another trailer coming up. Let me have a look.
Our government has commissioned American Special Forces to intercept and board Flight 343 to disarm a bomb. Now, with no communication,
The radio didn't make it.
and time running out, Washington doesn't know if they've succeeded.
It's too late. They've already crossed the line.
The Pentagon is gonna shoot us down.
Intercept the 747.
Kurt Russell and Steven Seagal, Executive Decision.
Except, there you go. As you see, the US poster does not. I don't know why that is. I don't think Seagal was more popular over here. I never found out why. Because yeah, they photoshopped a Seagal looking angry or hangry on that one. Oh, not a fan of Halle Berry. She seems nice. Yeah, no one can say this one. Okay, right. So let's get back to his full film of '96. I think we are going into it. Let me see what's happening next. Yeah, there you go. So, The Glimmer Man. So let's see. Put your votes in for that one. If it isn't Ryback, it's Cash. Cash Ryback. Little furrier ponytail in this one.
To those he pursued, he was known only as the Glimmer Man. They'd see nothing but shadows. Then a glimmer. Then he's always followed his own path and worked alone until now.
Mr. Lovebeads, you're gonna have to seek higher enlightenment somewhere else.
They don't see eye to eye.
This guy is weird. Drop the gun. I can't fight. This is not the time I want to hear that. I got sold! For a minute there, I forgot you told me you can't fight. It's against my religion, I'm a Buddhist. And I'm super bad.
And they use different methods.
Once in a while you should cry because, like, it cleanses the soul. If I need a cleansing, I have a bran muffin.
But on this case,
Pray that we hurry up and find this killer so I don't have to be with your crazy ass much longer.
opposites do attract.
He's a little country. I'm a little bit rock and roll. Why don't we just get you some red boots and a cape and you can fly around the city and stop all the crime?
Take your little sensitive ponytail and your little sissy beads and get out of here.
Warner Brothers presents Steven Seagal.
I have something that'll completely clear up that bruise on your forehead. What bruise? That bruise.
Keenan Ivory Wayans.
請飲茶，嗰出戲好苦㗎。
Do you know I'm black? You learn well, grasshopper.
The Glimmer Man.
Who said I look like Turbo Lasky? I think that's a compliment, I think. Yeah, whenever I watch it or see the trailer, I can't think, where's Brian Cox in this? He's a good, I love Brian Cox, but I'm sure he's a miserable so-and-so to some people. Good evening, Tony. 4 out of 10 from Fazooks. I haven't seen it in ages, can't remember much about it. That pretty much sums it up. I remember he's got a credit card that turns into a blade. Cox did say about Seagal, he lives on another planet. Saw his wardrobe only. Cox replaced Tommy Lee, apparently. Is that Tommy Lee the singer, or is that Tommy Lee the other one? Right, let's have a look. That's the UK poster. What have we got next? Maybe just a... Let's have a look. It's it's an interview. A behind-the-scenes interview.
These are going to be just about the movie. Pretty elementary. Get some bites about.
Could get me in trouble this one. Hence it's played. That's mobile
Hi.
phone.
How are you? Oh yeah, all fucking day. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's been on later done after this.
You want me to call you back in an hour?
About 5 more people.
Alrighty. You bet. Probably 6. Perfect. By what time? Yeah, okay. Well, I'm going to call you and confirm that. I just got to figure out how late I'm playing in Jersey with this band. So I think, what's the latest we could have dinner there? Okay, why don't we go for between 10:30 and 11? All right. I'll call you on my way out of here. Yeah, I understand. All right. All right, I'll call you later. Thanks.
Okay.
Is that George? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Great.
We got speed, we got film, we got technicians. We're ready. Here we go.
What brought you guys together for the film?
Money. Just money.
Just strictly money?
Just money. He offered me a lot of money if I'd bring him in the
Put
film.
me down, so.
Is that true? You had to offer him a lot of money?
And gifts. A lot of gifts. He brought over a lot of gifts for a couple months.
No, he, you're funny, man. I mean, pretty standard
If
procedure.
you still had Living Color, would you bring me on your show?
In a heartbeat. In a heartbeat.
Okay.
Where was I?
You were talking about what brought you to
You were in New
brought you
York.
guys together.
Yeah, I mean, pretty standard, Got a call. They were casting,
It was something I really wanted to do. Met with Steven, gave me the thumbs up, went to work. You know, it was for me a very fun experience. You know, got to do what I do, but in the context of a real storyline and some grounded characters and a big action guy and
some big action scenes for you in the movie. What I'm going to ask you about your two characters. They're very different. Like you state at the end of the film, what happened to you.
Right.
Talk about maybe how different they were, or what brought them together as people. Or I know how they were brought together. Actually, they were brought together because they had to work together.
Right.
Go ahead and talk about, if you will, on the differences in your characters. Who's who?
Steven created this guy for himself who is very mysterious and has a lot of flavor of the Orient, you know, a lot of, he's a Buddhist, into herbology and all that good stuff, and I'm the quintessential urbanite, you know, don't buy any of that stuff, and at first I'm kind of put off and a bit irritated by him, and then a little bit of dabbling here and there, and before you know it, I got a case of stuff at the house, and you know, so it's a kind of nice arc for my character, and the dynamics between the two guys is, you know, grows into a nice bond, and you know, but he's a guy, he does it his own way, and his way and my way are totally different, which keeps getting me messed up trying to keep up with him. So
this brings us to your character. Why does he hide his identity? He puts it away and comes back.
Well, I think, you know, that's always a good technique for people to kind of, you know, wonder and, you know, in a cinematic sense. And then also, of course, you know, any great investigator always tries to hide as much about himself as he can.
Mm-hmm. Some of these action scenes were pretty intense. Did anything go wrong while you were filming?
He got bad stomach a lot during the action sequences. That was about it. You know, nothing more serious than that. Nothing bad happened at all. It was actually very well choreographed and executed, and I guess that's how people don't get hurt, you know. And we had good people working, and there was a couple of, you know, close punches, but nobody got hurt.
I saw that you do the choreography for the action scenes. Why is that? I mean, they could have...
Because that's what I do best, I guess. You know, that's what I'm good at, is fighting. And that kind of, I mean, that's what I've studied all my life, so whether I'm good at it or not, it's what I do best.
And you have the creative control there to do your own action scenes. It must be good. Okay, great. We've wrapped.
No one wanted to be there, did they? So there you go. There's the Glimmer Man. Oh, Glimmer Man, where are you going to run to? There you go. Let's see. Then straight into Fire Down Below. Because, yeah, we're losing track of stuff he actually would bother doing for now. So, yes. Fire Down Below, which is the one that went straight to video, I think, in the US and the UK. Blue face here. Ah, yes. Fire Down Below and the Glimmer Man. Blue face.
Beneath the gently rolling hills of Appalachia, a deadly secret burns.
I got 50,000 barrels of cyanide rolling down there right now.
Protected by the silence of a town living in fear.
Young'uns are dying. People down here don't take to strangers. They do a hard day's work, go to church on Sunday, that's it. We have a special visitor to our community.
Now, an outsider has come into their world.
You really are new here.
Gotta stand out a little bit, do I?
To reveal the danger.
What's this smoke over here in the mountains?
Oh, I've been burning that mountain for 12 and a half years.
Protect the innocent.
You look prettier than a speckled pup.
That's just what I was gonna say.
And expose the conspiracy.
I made $16 million on this deal. You think I'm giving it back?
One of these days you'll say, the money ain't worth what's gonna do to my people.
You need to be careful about slinking around here.
Somebody's gonna get hurt.
It's gonna get a little hot around here.
Who are you?
I'm a federal agent.
It has to look like an accident. A big accident.
Your flame with the country girl is over.
I was gonna go take care of Hannah.
Peppy.
Come back here and get you.
Do you have any help? Because without it, you could be searching for years.
We won't have years.
I want the mine sealed, and I want Taggart buried inside it.
Tell your boss I'm coming to get him.
Steven Seagal turns up the heat.
You know, on second thought, I'll tell him.
Fire down below.
Exactly. Also, it's got Marge Hallenberg in it. Lovely Marge. So yeah, there's Fire Down Below. Back to his 18s. I think it was Glimmerman. Glimmerman was an 18. So yeah. So like someone's friend, who's it said? Yeah, it was released in America. I think it may have been cinema release, September 5th, 1997. But then it was a video premiere here, March 12th, 1998. So yeah, big delay. Let's have a look. So we got a 4 out of 5 for Rodent. 6 out of 10. Needs a rewatch. It's not bad. It's like he's very charming in it. So I don't know what's going on there. Hey Tom. Thank you. No wonder. Yeah, it's very. I can't think of anything. Is there even any squibs in it? Firing the shotgun is apparently killing her nasty brother. Is the cutscene? Talking to Marge. I did say there was a species party coming up. I need to organize that. You're right. It'll probably be May, June. I don't know if we're going to wait till the July. Although, is it? I don't know. Was it a 96 film? I don't think so. Yes, I would like to see the Big Brother house as well. You're very lucky. 3 out of 5 from Bazooks. And we'll ignore that one. Okay, right. So let's see. There's less and less information about these films as we go on. So let's see what we got for this one. Oh, it looks good. I know.
How you doing? Good to see you again. Yeah, I got, I was reading your bio and I found out you and I have something in common. We have shared a common experience. Do you know what it might be?
Going to the bathroom?
No. Although I don't believe sharing that with you, but you meet so many people. But let me ask you.
Well, I didn't mean that. I mean that we all have to do
Yes,
that.
no. You, because I was talking about this burger recall. You know, they're calling all this meat. You are a former fast food employee, which makes me laugh hysterically. Just grabbing that guy through the counter, slapping the hell out of him. Now, where were you? Were you where? Burger King?
I'm I'm not sure exactly what the name of it. It could have been a burger.
Yes, it was. Come on,
I think it was
hold on.
pre-McDonald's. See, 'cause I'm probably a lot older than
Now, see,
you.
I was McDonald's. No, I'm older than you.
Well, it was pre-McDonald's anyway.
It was. No, I was McDonald's. Do you remember what who were you in the? I was Fry Guy.
You were the fry guy?
Fry Man.
I was the burger. I was the meat man.
How old were you? Now, what age are we talking?
I was 17.
17. Okay. Do you have the goofy hat?
No, I was in the back, man. Nobody ever saw me, so I got to just kind of like.
Oh, you weren't a counter
But
man?
I was quick,
Yeah.
See, that was the thing. I might have been a burger man, but I was quick. I could flip them quick.
With the martial arts.
Yeah, it was like, and that's why I lasted so long there, because I was quick.
Yeah, you could probably lasted so long. Well, that's a proud accomplishment.
It was good. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
Now, you seem like an enterprising kind of guy. You seem like, you work. Did you have a lot of things going to your kid? Did you work a lot of different jobs?
Jay likes to kind of like, bring up the things that are monumental in our lives.
Well, that's right.
Well, I paved driveways a couple of times until I got fired at that.
No, what do you mean? No, what is that? No, it wasn't that scam where you buy like black paint and you dump it on the guy's yard and take him for $300. Is it that one, or you actually did the driveway?
Yeah, well, it was common. We used a little bit of tar. It was mostly paint.
Yeah, right. And what did you do? How old were you now? When you did that?
That was probably, again, 17, 18.
17,
See, after that, I left for Asia, and then...
Did you go to Asia that young?
Yeah.
See, I always thought you went to Asia when you were like your mid-20s or something.
No.
Oh, okay. So okay, so you go to Asia, and now Burger King didn't send you over there. I mean, why did you go?
Burger King at that time,
I think it might have been Jaime's, burgers or something
some
like
little
that.
one, little chain.
But they, they had a scholarship program where if you flipped fast enough for longer.
Stop. Now, let me ask you something else. I read about this.
Don't get too close with your hand there. I get nervous.
Oh, with the hand.
He's going like this to me. Did you notice that?
Very quick. Very quick.
Yeah.
Snap the pen, grasshopper. No. Now, I read something about you as a kid.
Did you?
About you being clairvoyant, some incident. You know what I'm talking about?
Well, when I was a child, no, I mean, this happens more to me now that I'm an adult, or semi-adult anyway. But when I was young, sometimes I would have a knack of knowing what people were thinking.
No, based on just being intuitive, or do you think you're actually...
Well, I think I was intuitive or maybe semi-psychic back in the olden days. That was before I got hit on the head too many times.
Now give me an example.
I never went through the...
No, but this is interesting. Give me an example of what you mean, like, as a kid. What age are you talking now?
7.
7?
8, 9.
Okay. I'll take 7 to block. All right, give me 7.
Okay, 7. We're in Fullerton. We're in a doctor's office, and my mother asked the doctor, well, then if you don't do this, who should we send him to? Should we send him to so-and-so? And the doctor's kind of silently says, well, let me go look in my records. And he walks out of the room, and I say, Mom, he hates that guy. That guy's a dangerous guy. We can't go to him. And, he comes back in, and my mom says, do you hate Dr. So-and-so? And is he dangerous? And she said, well, yes, how would you know that? And so I don't know why that would be interesting for...
Well, no, that is interesting. But see, you can either say...
guys who do the pre-interviews for him, they...
Well, no, but that's good, though, because that could either be clairvoyant, or maybe you're just the kind of kid who can read faces if the guy was...
Yeah, I could have read faces, I could have read minds, I could have read palms, I could have read tea leaves, who knows?
Well, now, I know so you go to Japan, obviously you speak fluent Japanese.
Yeah.
Now, are there all sorts of dialects in Japan?
There are all sorts of dialects.
So which do you speak?
Well, I speak like Tokyo and Kansai, like that.
Now I can say Honda, Kawasaki, Suzuki. I know a little bit.
Right.
Can you say something in Japanese?
Yeah. Let me just say something. あんたはね、非常にバカタレでね、ブサイクのやつでな。
I guess we have many people here who obviously speak Japanese. So what did you just say?
顎がでかくてね、怪物みたいなもんじゃ、お前は。
Now tell me what you said.
I just said you're a gentleman, very honest, sweet, loving man.
Oh, loving.
And it's nice to be on your show.
Loving thing to say. Well, that's very nice.
Yeah.
Now tell us about the movie, Fire Down Below. Now,
you sure you want to do that?
Sure. Okay. Well, I know this is something you're very interested in.
We were just on a roll there, and I didn't want to digress or anything. It's a movie about, guess what, another federal agent who is asked to go down into an area where they're dumping toxic waste because several federal agents had been killed. And I end up investigating and find out who's dumping and try to arrest them. They don't want me to arrest them, and I kill a few and name just one or two. And the rest of them, I speak to them, with words of wisdom and compassion and get them to just give up and become good people.
And then kick the hell out of them.
Yeah.
See, I always like that scene in movies where you go, you don't understand, you must learn to do this. And then the guy goes, come on, kick the hell out of the guy. That's all I like. Now, Chris Christopherson in this. I like him. He's a good... Is he the bad guy?
He's sort of semi-bad.
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 All right, let's take a look. Let's take a look at the clip. Is this clip get any more set up than that? Is this is you confronting him?
Yeah, it's an interesting moment between the two of us.
All right, let's take a look. Fire Down Below.
All right, I'll come straight to the point. What's your price?
Excuse me?
I have a lot of money. I'll give you some to go away. Everyone has his price. What's yours?
Let me think about that for a minute. How about the life of my friend? Or how about if you took the poison out of the air, out of the earth, out of the water that you've left up here? If you could do any of those, not only would I leave, but I'd be impressed.
Now, the movie opens September 5th. Now, I know you got to go. Wait, where are you off to now? Premiere or something?
we're doing a little sort of a rock and roll tour with this movie. I wrote some of the soundtrack for the movie, and we have a soundtrack album. And we've got a bunch of the guys up yonder over here, and we're rehearsing right near here.
All right, well, I'll let you go then. Stephen, good luck on the film. Thanks for coming. Be right back with Christopher Walken right after this.
There you go. Fire down below. I couldn't even get a good picture of the VHS. All right. So, yeah, the votes are coming in down here. Type 1, 2, or 3. So I did forget to mention between Glimmerman and Fire Down Below, there's the infamous Roseanne episode in 1996 that he's in as himself. And then I didn't include 1998's My Giant, where he appeared as himself. Thank you, Miles, for that. Okay, but then we've got 2 films left of the VHS age. Let's have a look. I think that's what there might be a VHS trailer now. Hang on, let's have a look. Nope, yep.
It's gonna get a little hot around here. You want me to take him out?
Get in. Sit down. Shut up. And hold on. Steven Seagal takes out the garbage and throws out the trash.
Some people don't know when to quit.
Tell your boss I'm coming to get him.
You can't escape the heat.
No, on second thought, I'll tell him.
Steven Seagal, Fire Down Below.
Let's rock! So, yes, there we go. Now The Patriot. I think that was the one that went straight to video for both countries. I could be wrong right now. Let me look at that. Where is it? Patriot. Let's give the facts before I commit to these things. I remember this was the downside of his career. So, released in Spain, I think, by the look of it. So, yeah, didn't get American release or a United Kingdom. This is a TV premiere in 1998, which is odd. Could be Sky, I guess. United States TV premiere in 1999 in February. So there you go. So Jeff concurs. That is the German Blu-ray. The only different poster I could find, and there are no advertisements, lobby cards on it because it didn't go to cinemas. It is dark. I am looking for that product myself, if you know what it is. Yes, The Patriot got hampered by Mel Gibson's film. I think that was that after or before this film? Calling it The Patriot makes no sense for a start. Who is the Patriot in that film? Let's take a look.
In a country of rugged beauty, where people live close to the land, Dr. Wesley McLaren has found a home.
Hi, Daddy. Hey, baby.
But even in this peaceful place, there are forces which threaten life.
You know what I'm talking about, men? Yes, sir. I'm talking about the CIA. Yes, sir. The FBI. Yes, sir.
Forces which have unleashed a deadly virus.
What do we got? Blood pressure is 240 over 120. Respiration 30 and shallow. This guy looks pretty bad too. How you feel?
Now he has become the town's only hope.
I need a response team here immediately. Everybody in the mom suits now.
Daddy, who are those people in white?
But with the crisis spreading,
How long before the people of Venice start dying? 1 or 2 days.
with the danger growing,
Did you realize what you've done? You've opened Pandora's box.
something in his daughter's immunity
Maybe it's genetic.
has become everyone's only chance to survive.
We gotta have that little girl. If you gotta shoot her, plug the hole.
You're making a big mistake.
Now we can do this the easy way or the hard way.
I think it's gonna be the hard way. I am not a terrorist. I'm a doctor. And I'm here to help you.
Steven Seagal,
We got work to do. Let's get with it.
the Patriot.
Yes. But yes, that is The Patriot from 1998 in places. Straight to video mostly. Yeah, couldn't Yeah, straight to video and straight to budget video here by the look. He's a doctor, yeah. He's not a chef. The Patriot. Thank you. So let's see the reviews. I saw one earlier. Where did I see it? How many pies did this one get? I missed it. Where did it go? There you go. 1 pie out of 5 for this one. Not a fan is the rodent. I don't think anyone else is. It's an alright film. It's crazy how he's immune because he eats these fucking flowers. Spoilers. Ooh, The Patriot. That's a good one. Director won an Academy Award for Dances with Wolves, did he? But yes, the most... Yeah, it's not a flashing cover because, yeah, he is a big lad in that one. It's obviously, yeah. This, if you go between, yeah, if you go from Glimmerman to Patriot, I can prove it. Carefully without damaging myself. But there we go. So let's see what else we got here. So don't forget 1, 2, or 3 to vote for the next one of these if you enjoyed it. And like this thing or whatever it is. I don't know what the pros do. Like this stream. I don't know. 3 beers in there.
Dr. Wesley McLaren cherished his peaceful life.
Hi, Daddy. Hey, baby.
But when a group of extremists release a deadly virus, he becomes the town's only hope for survival.
I am not a terrorist. I'm a doctor, and I'm here to help you.
Steven Seagal, The Patriot. Rent them tonight.
There we go. And we're on to the final one this evening. You'll be glad to know after this 2.25 hours. We'll wrap up into by 2:15. There is a bit of about this. So this is his last cinema one. Yeah. From 98, he did nothing acting-wise. He went on to do this in 2001. I did think 2002's Half Past Dead was on VHS, but I could find no evidence. So, in overtime. Yeah. Even wears a do-rag. Yeah. So what's the one with in prison in the crash after he goes fully black in that one? That is Half Past Dead in 2002, where he's Sasha Petrovic. So we'll let Jeff take over if he wants to carry on with the films that went straight to DVD. Oh, thank you. It was a bit of fun. This was a quick idea, and I had to mash this together. But it worked. It's Ja Rule is in that one, is it? There we go. Tom likes this movie. I like this movie, even just for the stupid wire work. As well. I don't know if it's in the trailer. Let's have a look. But my friend, my mate, Bill Duke is in this.
A lot of people talk about police corruption, but no one ever sees it.
Oh, nice.
This was taken from the property vault just a few minutes ago. Our guys inside said it took about 50 kilos of heroin.
Whew. Someone's having a big party tonight.
Stolen drugs, crooked cops.
The price is $5 million. I think that's a nice round figure. You in?
Makes you think. Are all cops bad? I don't think so.
Having a tough time. Look, you gotta get in and out quick. I'm an expert at this. I could do that in a blink of an eye.
Well, why don't you show us?
Watch.
Sometimes things aren't what they seem.
Yo, this is it.
The cheapest car we have here is $75,000. I suggest
you get started on the paperwork.
Sometimes you have to go undercover.
Used to work for internal affairs. But of all the people around you, how'd you know who you could trust?
To bring justice to the law.
They're all dirty, but I need your help to prove it.
Promised I would always be my brother's keeper. I keep my promises.
Sometimes you have to walk in the darkness to bring the truth to light.
No sunshine in this home. Only darkness every day. Ain't no sunshine in this song. Yeah, know the beat gone every time, 'cause he don't pay. It ain't no sunshine when the dark man comes out. And I want mine, so I plan to keep my gun out. We got 4 9s, 4 running and run out. But I bust mine, cause I'd like to hear some shout. Get at me, dog. Sunshine in this home.
Keyword, AOL keyword is exit wounds. You gotta watch it up. But yeah, this is. I saw this one on the cinema. So there, I saw this one in the cinema. So that's 2001, and the last one before that was Executive Decision in '96. I might have seen Glimmer Man. I can't remember. Yeah, after it's a lot of other shit. Exit Wounds is freaking great. Saw this at the cinema. It was awesome. I did enjoy it. Straight from the beginning, where he chucks the the vice president or something off the bridge. But as we're in such a good mood, I did lie a little bit earlier. So there's Aurora Laniak's first Playboy cover. It's quite safe, I think. So yeah, that's April '89. So if you have access to the internet, just check it out. You'll thank me later. Right, let's play this bitch. Oh no, I pressed the wrong one on. There we go. Yes. That doesn't.
Just another day of exit wounds. Welcome. As you can see, they never let me get any sleep. Can't even unpack my bag.
The models in this.
This is what I do early in the morning. I get up. I'm not gonna have time to take a shower because hell, it's so early to go to work. So I'm just gonna go to work a little funky in the same clothes I had on yesterday. Can't you tell the shirt's wrinkled? I think I need to brush. Look at that. The camera don't even know when to follow me. I'm so quick and I'm so smooth. And look. Like an invisible man. Don't let the big size fool you.
Thanks, Josh. Now it's a draw.
Memoir book, my little diary. As you can see, lots of thoughts have passed through my head since we've been working on Exit Wounds, but I'm pretty sure I put them pen to paper today. My camera, so I can capture you guys. A little chest. Thank you, man. Everybody come on in. This is Dave. Dave. Later on, you're going to learn a whole lot about Dave. But this is my driver. Come along for the ride. Sort of like the mayor of the city, you know, everybody practically, you know, really knows who I am around here. Do you know who I am? You don't know who I am? Look at me closely. Look at me closely. Do you know me? Does anyone recognize me?
Friends. Ruin that
see my small trailer. See the trailers they give to number 13 is on the call sheet. Hey, what's up? They know me. Look, they know me. They know my man. Look at that.
Maybe not John Kenneth.
TK.
This is also true.
Don't know what the hell it means, but that's my name in the movie. Hey. And they're doing some behind the scenes footage.
Multiple votes don't count.
I will. I'm on my way to makeup. You know, I don't wake up
they don't work.
pretty every morning. So in the mornings that I'm not pretty, I got to go get pretty. She's making me about as pretty as my mama. And those who know my mama knows that she's pretty. Mama, I love you. You're pretty to me, baby. Because I look just like you.
There will be some Seagal later.
Except my mama ain't got this much facial hair. She got a little bit, though. Not a whole lot. Her mustache is a little thinner than mine. And she ain't really got a beard or a goatee, but she got, like, hair under her chin. But she wears it well, though. She wears it well. Watch your step.
Yep. He will be done at some point.
This really isn't my trailer. It's only my trailer the days that I'm here. That's what happens when you're number 13 on the call sheet. If 3 notches higher, number 10, you know, they won't do that shit to you. You know, they wouldn't. Look, that's not my makeup. You already looked at my colors. That's not Cocoa Tan. Hold on, let me show you something. Come pan this way. This is what I found.
This Master Universal action film.
The other day, in my trailer. Who the hell is Tom Arnold? And why is he in my shit? You know, if I knew Tom a little better, I'd do something with his toothbrush. You know, they never really clean the toilets good here. There's a little rain down on the bowl right here. This is our secret. Let's get ready for work.
Don't have many.
That's that S&M type of thing, you know. You ain't never been beat until you've been butt naked and had your ass beat with a pair of cold steel chains. It's freaky. Right there. Where is he?
I think so.
Okay, just fuck me. Okay. We're gonna take 5 now. I'm gonna give it to him this time.
That's him.
That's it. That's it. Rubber free. Hey. Put on the gas jack. That was perfect. Somebody just grabbed my ass in the scene. Whew. It's my brother Derek. Just got off a plane to see his big brother at work. So we're here now. We're about to have some fun.
Mama say call her.
Yeah, that mama say call her. She can't call me, so I gotta call her. Still a local number for her, yet she still can't do it. I gotta buy her a house. I gotta call her from another country.
There you go. That's what mama's for.
The job of a firstborn is never done. But I love you, Mama. I love you.
I've been watching Hang Time for 4 years, and this man's been the baddest man on the court. He's the one that made the tornadoes, and those other guys are okay, but you gotta give up.
Thank you. White people love me. I'm getting sick and tired of y'all following my every move. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is how you cut your chicken with your fork that your mama taught you. Put it in and you chew 20 times before you swallow.
For now,
You just ration?
Taking them all on. Jackie Chan, Van Damme. Give me some more. Give me some more. Who else out there? Ain't nobody left but Jim Brown. Yeah. I ain't messing with Jim. Getting advice from the man who's kicking my ass just so he can kick my ass properly. One guy ain't gonna come. They coming in. They know what's going on. They coming in here. They come. Look. They coming. One's coming here. One's coming here. Ain't
This man was a
going nowhere.
director of photography
This
on a
what
lot of
happens
films.
when you're not number one on the call sheet.
Species
You do a
been one of
whole
them.
lot of waiting around for number one to come. Could y'all let me know when y'all gonna do this shit? Ready? Yes. Say hello to my super Negroes. They're about to turn your ass into sashimi.
Did Speed, what does it say, guy? How did twins? Oh, he's done a lot of films. Well,
It is now.
I think the director of
2:30
Speed was the DP on Die Hard.
a.m. And we started this at 12:30 p.m. a day ago. So I hope you understand what we do. I do this 5 days a week,
And then,
sometimes 6 straight. So don't tell me what I do is easy. It may look easy to you, but that's because of all the hard work you saw us all doing there today. Now, I'm about to go home and get my beauty rest, which is gonna be about 6 hours, so I can get up again and do it all over, just for y'all. And I hope you appreciate it. I hope you do. That damn camera on my face.
Ah, was
That's it. That's,
more
damn
vote.
it, I said that's it.
Yeah, Jandermont was Speed's director. Yeah. So there we go. That was looking at the Sunshine that I had to blank out, the No Sunshine DMX music video, or the song I had to demo. So if you want to vote for the next time, because I can't do 2 in one night, 1, 2, or 3, vote for there. Otherwise, I'll just veto it anyway. Yeah, the rap battle in Scream, Scary Movie was good. Not that I've seen it, Mal. Let's have a look. Was that the last? Oh, I'm on the wrong page. Not Seagal anymore. Right, Belly of the Beast, Half Past Dead, the Foreigner, where he's Jonathan Cold. Right. Oh, DMX is pronounced. That's not helpful. Is Jeff's vote helping? Ah, you can't vote again. They fixed it. You have to. New people vote. We need a 1, a number 2, or a 3 in the chat. Not the poop emoji. Right. So Half Past Dead, I think, got a cinema release, at least in the US, but I didn't see any VHS release. So it's got a United Kingdom release. United States 2002. United Kingdom 2003. I think I did see it in cinema. Yeah, we need to sort out this stalemate. Yeah, I can't do 2. Machete. Well, nothing past 2002 or 3 seems to count because there are VHS, DVD premieres only. So, right, let's see. There's a little bit more to this video, and then we'll give it a night.
A lot of people talk about police corruption, but no one ever does anything about it.
They're all dirty, but I need your help to prove it.
Watch your back.
Exit Wounds. Look for it on video cassette and DVD.
Anna, you cheat. Stop sending me
I'd like to
messages.
start out by saying thank you to all the brothers and sisters that have come here today representing this cause.
2 hours later.
Gosh, let the Great Spirit, I ask you to bless all the people here, our grandmas, our grandpas.
There we go. Let's go right there. I'm not sitting through there. And there we're done. So thank you everyone for joining me this evening. Hopefully that's been a bit of fun for you. And made you want to watch some old school Steven Seagal films. There's no way I could do Dolph and Sid the Rothrock night. We only did 10 films for Seagal. It's taken 2.5 hours. For a Night Out for a Kill and Belly of the all got VHSs as likewise. Ooh. I could not find why I gave up after Half Past Dead, to be honest. We got someone's backup account. It's still the same score. This is not helping anyone. Overtime tonight, yes. Important viral message coming up that everyone tuned out. Thought we were going to get the lost media half-hour speech. Got excited for that, did you? He's not breaking bones. He's punching people. Right. So obviously, I'm going to say Cynthia. She's my best friend, not Jeff's. Okay. Expendables 4. Oof, that's a rough one. The poll is wise to shenanigans. It is. Last time it did accept multiple posts. So they're obviously tinkering with it because it is a new feature. Oh, yeah, it doesn't even accept my multiple posts anymore. All right, thank you, Kenneth. Good night to all. So tomorrow night, hang on, if you want a teaser, hang on, I can do a quick tease for tomorrow night because it was going to be the no, I've just put the video from the start right. It was going to be the quiz, but Mike can't make it, so we've swapped with Rob's vintage video, who'll be live in half an hour. He's doing I forget actually. I always get confused. It's because of my age. He's doing VHS showing off, but he's joining me for tomorrow night for some Hooters. I know you sickos like your Hooters videos, so I'll have a quick preview of that.
I hope that I'm still having fun and traveling around, and I don't know that I'm ready for a family in 5 years, but I think that I'm just still
Your
having
favorite stream
fun.
ever? I think I thought that was one you liked.
Remember, it's your vote that determines who will be the Hooters' best damn dream girl. So don't touch that remote
There you go. There's
and choose the winner. But for now, sit back, relax, and meet the rest of the girls. On the count of three. 1, 2.
Go! Pull! Got it! Pull! 1, 2.
yeah. Find out who wins next time tomorrow night. Oh, lots of pulling out of their cracks. Right. Okay. Filth the top of flashy. So I have to respect the poll, so it will be Dolph Lundgren next time. And I've got a few of his tapes, but yeah, I got to try and choose what's an action film. Yeah, they're not even Playboy models, but they're just very fit, attractive. 2008, sponsored by Bud Light, as we'll find out tomorrow night. Yeah, Drago's taking it, so Cynthia will be on the list because we're gonna have Van Damme in June. We're gonna have Stallone and Rocky, Schwarzenegger, Chuck. Who else we got here? Whoever else we can fit in at some point. But I sort of start off one. Oh, thank you. I got likes as well. Give me a like if you want. It's too late. We're done. End the stream. Yes, end the stream. Let's get to bed. So yes, Dolph is winning, and the Great and Washed have spoken. Of course, I have to do a Charles Bronson one as well. I don't know how many TV. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to find what trailers I can get and interviews. Like en route. There we go. Right. Thank you. Good night. I'm going to go do something else. I was watching Private Obsession with Shannon Weary, which is hang on. My poster. Which is my poster for tomorrow night, Sunday night with Rob's from Exploitation. So if you like big tits being buttered up, catch that show. But we're going to have a little trailer for Jason from Backtrack Cinema's action thing podcast he's doing, Action Reloaded. So here we go. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Thank you, Slipknot, Michael Myers, Armchair, and Anna, and Ian, and Jeff, who technically not here at home. Right up. I mean, right up. Anyway, thanks, everyone.
But I'm not. This is where the law stops. And I start.
My name's Bond, James Bond.
Do I feel lucky? Well, do you, punk?